This is Rolling to Die, episode 145, GM Mission 2, the GM Defense. Will we be able to hold off as we get assaulted from one end and have our backs torn to a wall on the other?
My booty hole.
Damn it, Llama. As we have our defense ready, hold off to make sure our last cargo ship with the final information for new mobile suits to be set off, as all radio communications have been jammed. And on that, hit it, DJ.
Fireball!
Chicken. But did you say damn it, llama?
I did.
No.
Damn it, Llama.
You are not worthy of the damn it llama.
But he is the llama, as you can see. This is Rolling to Die, people. We have a big, colorful bunch of different types of walks of life, and you can see a llama Gundam with a rubber chicken sword. No joke. It's funny. So in doing so, he will be piloting the Mobile Suit Gundam OG of that style, and his beam sword will not be a beam sword, but a giant club chicken, where he can beat mobile suits with it, as it's very powerful. Strange as it is. Besides that, we're going to go into introductions before we start off the show. for Rolling to Die episode 145. Let's start off at the let's go off with Dark Trooper, Sage, and then Llama before we go to the last.
What?
Greetings and salutations. I am Dark Trooper coming from you live from secret location, aka my couch. And I will be playing Jacob Wallaby. Wallaber.
The twin brother of Ross Wallaby.
Okay. Hi guys, I'm Dom, aka Sage the Intelligent. Tonight I will be playing with Gianna Valentine.
All right, Llama.
I am the Supreme Llama Gundam! And I'll be playing inside of a Llama Gundam.
Damn it, Llama.
And bringing you music and also playing as Gabriel Thunder. I am DJ Thunderbeast.
All right. On that note, for everybody, as you have your crew for tonight, may or may not other people join in. Sometimes it all depends. This is a show of randomness and just dice rolls to see what happens and determines the next thing. Story premise, though. Last week, the GM army went off and found one of the bases of the Zeon army, and they had a heavy incursion. The Zeon army held up with their epic defense that ripped apart the assaulting from the GM. Word got out, information hold. A battle kept occurring. Radio transmissions got shorter and shorter, only within range of basic combat mobile suits. Finally, they lost all communication with those who are above, as all radios have been jammed. While that's happening, a few weeks go by. Some of the soldiers that survived the fight and combat, other soldiers and mercs held off, but left was your base for a supply mission of a unique metals and armorants for new models of mobile suits for combat. And you needed to ship it off through space to one of the colonies. The only coordinates you could get were occasional signals through light or clicking, but not through proper means. You all heard for those weeks that battle ensued and you were being overtaken. Enemy strongholds are moving faster and forward. Finally, they set off allowed to defend this base that had the information needed for their main ship to fly off. Main mission: make it reach the sky to space. Hold off all ground defense. Fail mission: it gets gunned down during combat or while in air. If not, all of you get KO'd. Those are your orders as you get them. As each screen blinks and each one of you receive them, you all rest for the next day occurs. Now, I would like for each one of you to roll d20s for me. And tell me what those two d20s are. First light, second dark. While that's happening, they'll also tell me the order of who's going to be starting for tonight.
I got a 9 dark, 10 light.
I got a 12 and a 9.
I got 1 dark and 4 light.
Okay, hang
Oh,
on.
dear. You know, we never actually discussed who gets what tonight.
She said yours.
We never actually discussed which mobile suit we're getting tonight. Each one of us gets a mobile suit.
No, I didn't get a chance to properly yet. Well, we're going to find that out. I know the llama's been chosen. I chose the Alex. So it's left as the '08, the sniper, and Shadow Gundam mobile suit, and then a few others that are just the squads that are with them.
Is the '08 with is the Easy 8 with is fully kitted out?
Yeah, you got that one.
Okay, then I'll take the Easy 8.
All right, so
I'm
you
the
take
shadow.
that. All right, you're the Shadow, and then
That leaves you, Dom, with the sniper.
Of course.
you got
But
that
you get a
one.
very powerful beam rifle,
There's
so
other choices if you want. He has
but you
the
get a very powerful beam rifle, so
yeah, it's an insta kill for most. If not,
And
you can
the 2 that I rolled was a 9 dark, 10 light.
I got a 12 and a 9.
or 10 light. You said
Yep.
I got a 12 and a 9.
12 and a 9, 12 light, 9 dark.
Go for it. That's fine.
And then what did you get, Llama?
1 dark, 4 light.
And then yours, Adam.
13 light, 12 dark.
It's got it all messed up. All right. Now what did I get for me?
You got a dice rolls.
I got lots of dice. Just have to make sure. I got everything ready but my dice. Good thing I have them like all just ready to play right at any time. 16 light and 5 dark. All right. So it's going to start off with my character first, Sergeant Crum. Then it's going to go from that to Dom for Gianna Valentine, Miss Valentine. Go with like Corporal Valentine. After that will be Chris with Jake Wallaby. And then for Llama, Major Llama.
Major Llama to Danger Zone.
There was
More
so
words.
a heavy squad. They sent in the Major. That makes it hardcore. All right, but I do have one more I can get for Dom. It's a heavy armored Gundam as well. It's green. I'll show you it in a second. I just have to unlock. Dom, you can see that in the camera.
Yep, I can see it. That's large.
It's armored. It actually has extra armor on it, so it's actually that's why it's so thick looking.
Sweet.
All right, so OG is gonna get OG squad. Oh no! I knocked down Chris.
Who, what, where?
I knocked down your character.
How dare you, sir? How dare you? So am I having like the traditional 8th MS team squad, easy 8, and 2 gray ones?
The one gray one, and then you're gonna have a orangish yellow one as well.
You mean a GM one?
Yep, it's a basic GM. That's all I got for spare.
So I already know which one's cannon fodder.
Right. He has some good power though. Okay. Now that we have that all set, where was my boosters? I know I had them. Those boosters have been better than these ones. I'll put them somewhere. I'll figure it out later. Watch me find them right after the show. All right, so as reading the information, Chrome, Sergeant Chrome wakes up. Screen still lit with objective, seeing that everybody else accepted the button, and it's still waiting on hers, and she's going, "Oh, not again. I got to work with these guys, and I got to look like a fool." And she hits the button, and then right when she hits the button, it goes right to a call, and she's like, "No, no, 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 no!" Her head commander pops on. Commander Mayhem. Crom, so why it take so long this time to hit the damn button? I needed to send this information out like an hour ago. What is wrong with you? I'm sorry. It's his. I got my men. They are already accepted. They should have sent out everything. No, they didn't. They're sending it out now. You don't understand bureaucracy. I have to deal with it. I would like to be back down there. For some reason, they got her orders mixed up, and they sent Major Llama down there instead of me. He just looks over all twitchy and angry, with veins popping out of his head. How the hell did he switch my paperwork while we were talking just for those 5 seconds? Llama, if you can, for you, I'd like you to roll a sleight of hand with advantage for being Llama.
Yeah, you got to find that one.
Sleight of hand. It'll be on skills.
It's got skills to pay the bills.
Nat 20.
Oh, damn. Yeah. So explain to me how you pickpocketed my character and switched your paperwork out with mine.
I didn't want to carry my paperwork. I was just more searching your pockets for chicken nuggets, but also to get rid of my paperwork. So, I mean,
it would be an easier assignment.
I was just trying to very stealthily, take your chicken nuggets, but ended up swapping my paperwork for yours.
As I looked over in my pocket, I see the wrong paperwork. I look in my other pocket where I did have the chicken nuggets. There's still some missing. What the hell? And you show up not too long after. What was your number for you, Llama? 11. Okay, so you're going to be the lowest of the crew for it. When you do show up, your ship is landing within time. So that'll be your intro, is after everybody else finishes theirs. But that's what Crom is going to be shaking her head at. Mayhem, or Sergeant Mayhem's going to, or Captain Mayhem will be yelling at Sergeant Crom as she's just looking down. I'm sorry. Everything is set. Yeah, and have fun. He's a hoot. And the communications cut, and she hits the button. You see the door and the seal around her, and opens up. Fresh air pours in as the light is starting to beer up. She stretches in her tank top and uniform, with her dog tags hanging and just sweaty from the heat, and looks over at the other mobile suits and hits the wake-up call, seeing in who's awake or what's next. So next on the list will be Dom for Gianna Valentine. As Crom is waking up, your mobile suit is right by hers, and she looks over to you at your mobile suit and hits the communications. It's what are you doing at this time? It's strike at dawn, sunlight's coming up.
She's in the cockpit with a slight crack on her visor. She's rubbing her head That's she's rubbing her head, just like, man, what, like a train hit us or something. Oh my god, what happened?
It's called drinking, my friend.
Okay. So you're still waking up, still shooken from combat. Back from the battlefield recently after everybody else, and they just refitted your suit quickly and threw you back out there. As the last time you had combat, you right there. Roll a 2d20 for me, and that'll determine the chances of what happens for
Roll 2d20s, right?
please, and tell me what those are and what happened during the combat of last night, or the defense you held before you got back and only slept for a little bit. More of
Right.
passed out from the injuries.
A 17 and an 11.
17 light, 11 dark. Okay. Tonight's battle that you had was actually pretty good. You left with a squad of 7. You came back with a squad of 5. Usually it was 2 or 3, but this time you had more. Only 2, sadly. One from stepping on the landmine field, and the other one being just taken out by a swarm of different Zakus. You held off valiantly, and as you headed back, those who did try to face off, you took a heavy blow to your armor. Had to get parts replaced and repaired that night. Kept you up a little longer than it should have. When it did, though, it made you rock back and forth in the suit and did just enough of a dent where your helmet got cracked. Knowing that you risked dying from just this one machine. As you remember this big brown clawed machine with long arms and a giant head. You got away from it.
I forgot about the battle last night. Oh, and a late night adjustment. Ooh, I'm tired.
Don't forget about the giant glowing eye.
All right, yeah, the glowing eye of doom. And after you state that, your doors unlock and open, and it opens up fresh air for your cockpit. As you see, the heavy armor is locked in place.
But nothing beats a better morning air. Ugh. But at least I got a nice wake-up call from the sunlight. She stretches out her legs in a relaxed position as she's putting her hands back behind her head and her legs crossed, as if she was laying in a beach chair on top of putting her feet above outside the cockpit. Until I can hear Crom telling us it's time to go. I could use a little couple of minutes of Z's for a second.
All right. Crom stretches and looks over. Hey, Diana Valentine, Corporal Valentine. How was combat?
That was the shortest 5-second nap I ever had. Combat, however, it was a success. Unfortunately, we've lost two. We lost two of our guards last night, and as you can see, I'm still like waking up from late night repairs, and you can and in the visor, unfortunately, up there, just visit, it has a shattered blemish or there or whatever. Any other time did you everyone else?
Next, after you say that, our trooper or Jacob Wellaby.
My mobile suit is kneeling, and I'm on the ground, looking over battle tactics and battlefield, seeing how to optimize defenses of the area. because I know for a fact somehow I just can feel that the enemy is coming.
Almost like you,
I call it intuition.
like a connection. All right. As you're doing that and you're looking back over your shoulder, looking at the brushel and trees, I want you to roll a perception check for me as you're sitting there.
Well, I do have passive perception of 17.
Oh, my, that's a good one. So with your passive perception, you look over. You see the trees off in the distance, and you're just staring at them. And you know how you ever just stare off at something for a little bit, and you hear in your background of your head after one point, and you're so fixated on that spot, and you just shake your head. You're like, whoa. You do something along those lines. You shake your head, and you just feel like you need to get ready. And you see birds off in the distance flying away. Not too much of a sign that maybe something's coming, but maybe just birds flying.
I then look around to the mechanics who are repairing my mobile suit and order them load my weaponry. Think they're coming.
As they do that, a truck pulls up and loads in your big heavy backpack, extra ammo, gear, and power, and grenades. Oh, look, thinking grenades. And
I also order some of the engineers to start setting out mines if they have time.
You see a couple guys in high-lows nod off and drive off some landmine shots that project the landmines out so many feet after firing off, and then they turn back and reload again. I need you to roll a D10 for that, and that'll tell me how many landmines were made within the time period of you mentioning this before it goes to the next person.
3.
All right, so 3 get landed across the field successfully before one of them overheats and the other guy just is too scared to go any further as he swore he heard something that was out there. After that, it is now
That guy.
nope, it's Devante next, and no, well, technically it's Llama then Devante, because Devante has a 10 and a 9, and Llama has 11 and 1. But I'm going to go with Gabriel first. All right, yeah, we're going to go with Gabriel first. Llama, you'll be approaching in a minute. Gabriel Thunder, how are you waking up, getting ready, or after leaving, or seeing this message and clicking accept after falling asleep for the next day? What are you doing now after waking up?
He's in his room right now, just sharpening his knives. He has his own side blades.
All right, you're in of the facility, and that's perfect though, because it gives me a chance to explain the ship then before you even get into your mobile suit. All right, you sharpen your blades. Are you heading out of your room?
Yeah.
All right, you start heading out of your room, putting your blades away, getting your equipment ready and on. I want you to. What's your passive perception?
18.
Okay, perfect. Then you can just see real good. You walk out and you look, and you see this machine. It's like a giant cargo ship with big ass cannons on its top, and some small Vulcans in the front. And it's meant for cargo as it's loading in the information and schematics for the new mobile suits. Getting everything situated and fixed. You're seeing the welding done and the men telling it's almost ready. You hear the guys talking, approaching, handing paperwork over, signing it. You hear one of them running past going, "We got a late information and Chrome was final to push the information last minute. Sergeant Chrome screwed up again. Oh, here you go. Here's the paperwork. Oh no. Major Llama's coming. Mayhem couldn't make it. He's stuck up there. So he's going to receive the cargo. It says new mobile suits will be acquired once stuff is received once the cargo. We have to hold the ground. Hand this to any soldier that's going to be on the ground. As he hands the paperwork to the messenger, as he turns and runs. He runs towards you guys, or towards you, Damon. Sorry, Gabriel. Gabriel Thunder. As he runs towards you, do you mention or say anything, or are you just going to let him walk past and give it to some other soldiers? James, all right, I'll be right back.
He looks at him and is like, "Yo, what you got there?"
Oh no, Mayhem's been kidnapped.
Mayhem is bringing in his backup. Just joking.
I
Zentus
was gonna
here
say,
now,
man, he's not kidnapped. He'll be back if he is.
but it's only if he wants to join. If not, he'd just be chilling, yo.
Gabriel just looks at him and is like, "Whoa, what you got there?"
I'm supposed to be giving this to some of the pilots that are on the ground. Do you know any? Are you one? You look kind of fitted for one, but these days I don't know who's a
pilot. What's the?
And he hands the paperwork to you. Here you go. It's urgent. It just got pushed about 30 minutes ago. It should have been here 3 hours ago at least. And he turns and runs.
I read and see what it says.
As you hear it explaining that there's a mission, which is almost like the same information you were reading last night. Last part, though, is command change. And oops, paperwork got distributed. Instead of getting Commander Mayhem to help out with combat, you have received Major Llama and his squad. As you read this, you hear incoming. And people going, "Mobile suits on the way! Seem like team! Who is it? Oh no! It's the damn Major." What do you say after that before it shifts over to Llama?
I start yelling, "Let down your defenses! He's supposed to be here!"
You do that. The men look over and shift down the levers, and the gunmen lower down their turrets.
Huh? Oh, him.
You can close that door, James.
Oh, him.
Oh, that's sweet.
Hey, G. Gabriel. Read me the notes when he's done talking. I'm trying to catch him a few seconds of Z's. Oh.
You do know it's time to get up, right? You can't catch any more Z's.
I figured as much.
All right, as you guys have the conversation, Major Llama for some Supreme Llama Gundam. What do you say as you land in with your Mobile Suit Gundam OG style, just like your Llama Gundam is, with a gun cannon on your left side that's a mobile suit with a pilot in it, and a gun tank on your right coming down with the pilot inside?
Where's the mess hall? I'm hungry.
It's a tent, not a hall.
Llama, what is your passive perception?
That's an excellent question. Let's find out.
If you do not know, then roll a perception check for me.
Passive perception is 13.
Okay, so you can only see basic stuff unless you want to roll higher and take the chance of rolling a perception check for me. It'll be a straight roll because you've not been here, and you're looking for food.
I
What'd you
rolled a
roll?
1,
Oh no.
but I also have a +3, I guess.
Still, oh no. So you say, where is the mess hall? Walking right into Gabriel Thunder. As he's reading the paperwork, looking down, telling everybody it's the major to calm down as they're bringing in his suits, not realizing the major's already here. But those were his suits, so you did help without his own suits being shot down. He came to a small ship while he brung his suits in through cargo. So no one knew they were mobile suits yet. As he does that, Llama's like, yeah, Major's runs right into him. So, Gabriel, what is your reaction, and how tall is your character and everything compared to Llama? Llama, how tall is your character? Like, size difference.
With or without his llama helmet on.
If you're wearing your Llama helmet, that does add to something, but...
Well, he's 7 foot with the llama helmet on, but he's only like 6 foot without it.
A foot tall helmet on your head?
Well, yeah, he's got a long neck.
Damn it, Llama. Gabriel, how tall is your character?
Gabriel stands at about like 5'9", 5'10".
Okay. So this taller structured man is your major with a foot-tall llama helmet on. Walks up and collides right into you. Your papers that are in your hand just fling out, and you almost get toppled over him. You look over. What is your reaction to him smashing right into you?
Oh, look, I know you're the major, but watch where you're going.
Watch where I'm going. I want you to give me a 20.
As a guy walks up, $20 or 20 push-ups, and just runs away.
Dealer's choice at this point. And then I check the llama helmet at him as he runs away.
Roll.
How about 20 slices?
Dexterity check for me as you chuck this helmet. This random guy that just made that joke and ran off as one of the basic P1s or E1s. I mean,
Ooh, boy.
Nat 20.
jeez. You say this and you just chuck this perfect spiral. This llama helmet goes to a spiral, sinks off the back of his head. He flies forward, hitting the ground.
I got good hand-eye coordination, not good feet-floor coordination.
And when it hits, it bings off him, hits the ground, and rolls right back to your feet. Slight dent. And the guy's skull. All right, guys, everybody, you get a you get that chat and talk going. For the rest of us, you hear an alarm. As for you, Jacob, how you're the first person that'll be the person warning the alarm system major. You're the alarm system soldier. Like you're calling communications, telling them, hey, like with the radio. Explain to me.
Officer.
You run in and you explain, and as you do that, he looks at you and goes, "We've checked that side of the forest the whole week. We've been attacking and assaulting. They have not came through. This is the one spot they wouldn't be coming from right now. They'd probably be coming from the sides or the behind us. They wouldn't be coming from this direction ever again. They learned their lesson last time. What makes you?" And right when he says, "What makes you think?" Gunfire through the trees. You see one of the guys driving the high-low with the landmines gets hit and it just explodes right in front of them.
I look at the commanding officer. It's like, that's how I know.
And he looks at you with his eyes all bulging. Get in your ship. Get in the suit now. Before anything else. I need to get and warn the captains. As he goes and grabs the phone. Do you start running out?
Yes.
I need you to do acrobatics or athletics for me as you start running out.
I give a kind of a shit eating salute to the guy.
All right, and you
As I'm
start running out.
out. Yeah, kind of like a screw you salute to him. I got 35.
Damn. You say that, and you shift off. He looks at you with this pause of, you asshole. Grabs the phone, hits communications, the support. Guys, we need... And right when he says that, you ran out of the room. The door closes behind. He looks over to his left, seeing shine. It's one of those rounds from the Zaku machine gun fire. Goes past and whizzes past just right into his office. He looks past. You see it explode inside there as you jump out of the way and the explosion happens like 1980s style, big explosion behind you as you fly forward rolling. Getting back up, looking behind you and seeing that the office for one of your communications officers just got splattered, and you're going, oh, they're really close. Now, you're like about 30 to 40 feet away from your mobile suit, sitting and kneeling down as you see the backpack's been loaded in. The rockets have been loaded into the bazooka, as well as new fitted beam sabers that are intensed with heat, and a new shield that's a bit tougher than the last one that got ripped up on you.
I yell to my squad, suit, mount up! Get in your suits! We are under attack! And I see the base alarm, and I quickly run over to it and hit the button to hit the red alert.
Right as you hit that red alert, that goes back to Devante and Llama for Gabriel and Llama. You guys are talking, and you see it of a red flash flickering as warning is happening. Right when that happens, you feel a shake and erupt behind you from the bullet fire. Turning up shields right now. They're trying to get things ready. Everybody run into their suits and get in there, hold on this building until the ship is ready to launch off. What do you do as you
Myself.
So, who would like to?
So I would basically start. I'd be like, okay, food can wait. We need to go now. As I start heading towards my mech.
As you say that, a guy is running with a big plate of chicken wings. I was supposed to put these on the pantry. Just running away as the pantry has been exploded.
I order him to bring those to me.
All right, you roll a persuasion check with advantage for you being the major as he's running frantically. Fire. For you, Gabriel, you just shake your head and turn and run right to your machine as it's sitting there in a dark corner and no one can really see it.
What did you tell me to roll again?
Perception check. Sorry, persuasion. Persuasion.
Motherfucker. Roll the 2.
Okay. They look at you frantically and keep running because if you notice, the back of their shoulder is on fire from the explosion, and they're freaking out, and they're still running.
I want to spit on that to try to put it out.
Oh my god! Spit on it, you shall. Roll in a ranged attack. See if you can hop through on this stuff. Sorry, I just said that.
How do I roll a ranged attack?
You have a ranged skill. If not, just go with a dexterity. Go with dexterity.
Not 20.
You somehow spit this mighty loogie on its shoulder as the fire gets put out, and that's a small little fire that was on his shoulder. Just as he stops, holding his shoulder burning, and holding the plate with the other hand, shaking horribly, and looks. You go, hold this. What just happened? And ew. So he goes and hands the plate of chicken as he's holding now his shoulder and trying to wipe it off the slime. As he way more llama. Oh my god.
I love that everything I don't really care to roll, like, sits there and gets a nat 20. But then, like, all the stuff I try to, like, actually be legitimate about is just like, nope, 1, 2, 3, 4. You're good.
That's funny. That's how it goes. It makes it funny. So, with that, we get we're gonna go to Sergeant Crumb and Corporal Gianna Valentine. As you're both sitting in your mechs next to each other, you've seen this explosion happen. You are first, and your mech's still sitting there. We both look at each other as being the ladies of the group. You want to show up some girl power? She smiles, and just you see Crom hit the close button as her mech just drops down, and she loads up her gun.
Gianna sigh as she sleepingly smiles at Crom. Yeah, girl power. And she closes the visor.
As you see the doors close on both of ours, you stand up with your green armored Gundam, fully armored up, and I stand with my Alex Gundam with the shield and machine gun ready. We're the first to attack because we're first in mobile suits as everybody else is running. I want everybody else first to roll acrobatics or athletics for me besides, Sage and me still need to for each other to see who goes before who. So everybody roll a acrobatics or athletics. This is going to be, I got double 12s.
I got a 9 and a 16, 25.
Okay.
I rolled a 17.
I rolled a 14.
Okay.
3 plus 15, 18.
Okay. All right. So
I did both my rolls on the thingamabob.
What about the thingamajiggy?
I gotta look. That's the load.
Okay. For perception, let me see. Hold
19.
on.
Okay.
I rolled a 14, but I know it's a 14, but I rolled a 14. Do I have a plus fire here? Yeah. There.
All right. So
perception.
first.
Oh, plus 8. I'm sorry. 14 plus 8, 22.
Okay. So you and me, I'll be firing first. You'll be firing second. And then after that, it'll go right to Llama. And then it'll go to Gabriel Thunder. And then it's going to go to Wallaby. So you and me first close up our tops. Pull suits, turn on our targeting sponders. I raise up my shield, put it up front, and pull out the auto rifle and set it up on side and start walking forward, holding defense in front of you as I start firing, taking several pop shots through the trees, not knowing where the enemy is properly right now. 16 plus. Where is it? Not that one. 16 plus 8. Okay, cool. So, and this gets a plus 5 modifier with the mobile suit. As I start firing, I hit 2 different Zaku's. I don't destroy them, but I hit them a little bit, hitting their armor or shields and cover fire around, distracting them. Right after that, I hold the fence in front. You get a radio signal to you, Gianna. All right, so you and me hold them off until the rest get here.
Roger that.
Unleash hell.
Roger. Oh, Roger that.
All right, Gianna, you're next. Fire away.
A 15 and an 8.
All right, so you're right here. I'm right here. I lean forward a little bit. You ran forward a bit, and now you get a chance to fire off this way. I fired off this way. I hit off against Zaku 1 and Zaku 2, doing a little bit of cover fire damage with some spray and pray. Shadow Gun will be waking up and heading in a minute. Shadow Gun will be within this area.
All right.
All right. So you fired off. You hit off against a couple things. You didn't destroy anything yet. We haven't got to the line where the tree cover is right here. It's mostly like a fog of war. We barely see them coming through as giant tree bushels are all around. They come up to around these sizes for some. We're just saying they're everywhere, and smaller trees around that they go through and use as cover fire, which bullets can cut through. All right, next. Next is Llama. Llama, you run right to your mobile suit that
just
is
ruined my
just
fun.
got loaded into the shipping bay.
I said ruined my fun.
What are you gonna do?
I was gonna have my guy pulling out a clicker, trying to like he's lost in a Walmart parking lot, trying to find his car, hitting the lock button, trying to make it honk.
You can do that if you like. You can go and click the button for a moment, looking around, and then you randomly hear the Gundam beep, 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 and you see its eyes just blinking like it's turning on.
I was gonna say that.
No, that's not his. His is a rubber chicken horn.
Oh, it's even worse. So it does that and it honks.
Yeah.
You look behind you after you freak out for a moment, and a bunch of people look over going, what the hell is that? You see your mobile suit in the bay, loaded up, and just got properly assembled, set up. As they worked fast on it, the best they could. You see the tank already ready and in, and the gun cannon next to it, both in ready in defense, as you see your other two pilots giving you a salute and jumping into their suits. You can call them Llama 1, Llama 2, whatever you want to do. Spit 1 and Spit 2.
Yeah, I'll call him Spitfire 1 and Spitfire 2.
There you go. Spitfire 1 and Spitfire 2. As he has these two crazily people that jump in the cannon fire ready to go. All right, you head to your mobile suit and get in. And it turns on and activates, and then they see, which would appear to be, they thought it was a beam sorter at first when it opens the box and it drops, but it looks like a giant rubber chicken for a weapon. Kind of like the picture you see, a Gundam Llama. As he modified it purposely to look a certain way, and people are in shock and awe. And they go, maybe that's a tactic? It surprises people by looking like this beforehand, gives them that 1 second of, what am I looking at? I mean, it works for several of the guys you took out. All right, now we're going to go to Devante for Gabriel Thunder. All right, Gabriel Thunder. I need you to roll. Oh, well, what was yours? You said it was 18?
My passive perception?
No, your acrobatics or athletics.
Oh, yeah, it was a 3 plus 15, 18.
So you run right past as you see bullet fire coming through, and it misses you. You see where the one guy that was originally handing you papers gets splattered across as he rolled a 14. As you keep running past, just bullets whizzing past. Regular bullets and big mobile suit bullets in certain areas. You finally get into your mobile suit from the other docking bay. How does it look when you get into it, as it's like kneeling down and its hand out like a stepping stool?
My guy is basically, he's doing like like those spy movies where they're running against the wall as the bullets are basically following them.
Wisdom
And
cast.
Mhm. And just before he gets there, he does a flip, jumping up in. As he lands down, it starts closing instantly.
All right, you do a flip, you land right in. You sit right into your cockpit chair, and right when you do, the cameras turn on, and the doses up, and everything lights up. So as that's happening for you, um, explain to me uh, how you stand up with your mobile suit. Is it just a regular stand up, or is it like a quick little like flip or something?
It it does more of a dash stand up where he dashes outside.
All right,
And
forward and then standing up.
yep.
All right, so you're standing in the bay, and you're still at a crouching position with your hand up. It closes up, it turns on, puts your hand on the ground, and launches forward. And as it does, it gets right up on its feet, shining in the skies. It looks like it's a Gundam type model of the original series, but more of a darker version against special ops types, more to hide in the shadows and fight with. Utilized in certain times, it has a couple of mobile suits that work alongside it at times. It all depends on who's around. So you get advantage on your stealth with with this mobile suit as utilizing it.
Okay.
All right. Now that everybody has gotten to their feet, it's one last person, Jacob Wallaby.
Feet.
What was your percent? Or what was your acrobatics or for you, Chris?
Oh.
I think he's paying attention.
I
I am.
Tangly parts.
So as my crew are boarding their mobile suits, I'm putting my foot into the stirrup to take the line up to my cockpit.
Syrup.
You're seeing it already being loaded in. You get up on it. It starts raising you, get you right to the edge. You jump right on and get in. You see the bullet fire whizzing past. As you look down for a moment, the guys that were loading in your ammo, a couple of them get whizzed and hit by. You see them drop. You look forward right before your cockpit closes, and you see missile fire from the trees. Right as the door closes, your lights turn on. You have one reaction before the missiles hit within this area. What is the thing you would be doing if you first are a door's closing on you and you have missiles flying at you? Are you going to raise a shield? Are you going to duck? Are you going to try to
At me
move over?
in the general area.
They're within half and half. One officially is going to be hitting towards you. The rest are all going to be hitting around. So the question is, what is your reaction?
First, I yell over the radio, yelling, "Incoming!" And then I put my shield up over my cockpit.
All right, so right when that happens, you say incoming, and all the rest of us are. Wait, what happened? And we look over and we see a wave of missiles hit. Every one of us gets. For you see the missiles coming right at your cockpit. You raise up your shield and it hits right at the shield, withstanding the heavy hit, stepping your mobile suit back. As you look back and see some, minor damage to the shield, you see that it still did burn it up a little bit. You look around and see fire all around you, and the front of the wall's damaged, gone for some. The guards that were out there defending with regular rifles and rounds mostly get downed. Most of the troops that are left are holding off with mobile suits. You see gunfire from all different directions and missile fire from all different directions.
Well, with tracer fire.
Yep, yeah, tracing fire and everything. You see the people on your team on your right-hand side. You see Crom and Gina, both running with defensive and holding off, distracting the enemy. You see the gunfire trees. All right, now I need everybody here to roll for initiative. As on to your mobile suits, what is
I have
everybody's
no initiative.
first?
I got 12.
Damn it, Llama.
16 plus 2, 18.
I have a 14 plus 8 with advantage, 22.
All right, what'd you get, Llama?
4.
What'd you get, Llama?
4.
4.
4.
All right, and my initiative was a. Is it advantage? Nope. Okay, so it's a 7 plus 5. Okay, so not much. Rolls. Wait, I got to roll against Chris then because I got a 12. So you and me roll again. I got a 10 for you, Dark Trooper.
I got 12.
All right, you go ahead of me. So it's going to be Dom first. Second is Devontae. Third is Chris. Fourth is me. And fifth is Llama. So first, Gianna Valentine.
Yes.
You're holding a line with everybody else. You've seen the missile fire hit. It's now your turn. You have a heavy shoulder cannon on your right. You have a missile pod on your left of your shoulder. You have a specialized shield. While you have these twin beam cannons on your left side where your shield is, you have a beam rifle on your right. And also beam sabers. What are you doing as you head forward? You see a line. Do you do a perception check or do you just fire blindly into the trees?
I'll do a perception check first, just for safety measure. Let's see what we got.
Okay.
For perception, I have an 17 plus 8, 25.
Okay, so you look through the trees. Right there. And you see finally through past one of your tanks to the trees. There is a Zaku 2 running and a ship flying above some of the tree fire and trying to guide its way through without hitting other trees. You see a Zaku 1 walking past, both pulling up and hitting with machine gun fire as distractions and then occasionally firing off a bazooka or a rocket launcher.
Are those the enemies or that's us?
That's the enemies. They are the enemies for this episode, and we are the GM for this episode.
All right, so I'm gonna take a shot at the. I'm gonna take a shot at one of the Zaku enemies that's shooting.
All right, Zaku 1 or Zaku 2?
Start
Zaku 1 is on your
one.
left. Zaku 2 is on your right of your character.
Zaku 1.
All right.
Okay, all right. Here we go for the footy. Let's see if I roll for hit. Here we go.
For there.
An 18. Doesn't
Okay, so 18 just barely grazes them. So you fire off these rounds with your guns and just gun down some trees. You graze against some of their armor ends of their shields, but you don't actually hit them directly. And they look back and they start firing in the direction towards you. That's your first shot. You got one more shot before you can, and then you can either move around or say something and then your turn.
All right, we're gonna do it one more time. One more time. A nat 20, finally.
you run forward a head bit, right next to one of your DM soldiers, and you start laying it off. You hit off right against, as the Saku 2 is running up forward, the Saku 1 is running up a bit forward too. The tank is trying to roll in past the cover fire. Flying Jet's moved up a little bit. You blast off and hit against the Saku 2, doing significant damage to its right arm shoulder, dropping its bazooka that it was holding. And then it starts running forward, stops, and starts putting up its machine gun with its left and starts firing at you again. It's going to do a retaliation before end your turn. A 21 to hit. So he just barely hits you with a few rounds to your armor, but your armor is still so high even after taking the hit. It's a few scratches. Just ding, 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 ding. You shrug it off. As significant damage to you is past a, because of your armor on you right now, is have to hit over 25. Or depending on the damage significancy of the weapon. It's a basic machine gun, so it's less damage to your heavy armor.
So do I roll for damage since I did hit?
No. This will be your mobile suit damage. It's different than your actual character's HP. Your pilot's HP does happen at times on being hit, shook, rocked, or taking percussion, or if there's heavy heat, such as someone's hitting with a flamethrower or beam weapon. If you're thrown upside down, if they breach the pilot or cockpit at all, if they end up being strategic enough to smash through their cockpit, they kill your pilot. Your mobile suit's useless now. So
that makes sense then.
Yeah, so your character's armored up to the teeth right now, but you're doing fine as you took a light graze, which does nothing to a heavy armored character. They get that bonus feature. All right, so you fired off, you did your stuff, you missed the first shot, got the second shot. Your turn is now done. Is there anything you say before you end your turn to the crew as we are in radio with each other?
She radios to the crew. Hey, I've been hit. I found the Zaku 1 and Zaku 2 by the trees. If you hear gunshots launching, come my way now.
All right. You hear a reply from Chrome. Copy that. Head forward. Take him out.
Roger.
All right. Next on the list is Gabriel Thunder.
Okay, so roll a perception, see what's near me.
You threaten me.
15 plus 8.
Nice.
23.
20. Okay. All right. You look through and you see through the bushels that Zaku 1 and Zaku 2 that he was talking about. You also see the jet that's starting to raise past the tree line. You look down a bit and you see this vehicle like a hunter rolling up with a heavy beam rifle on top, flying forward to try to take out infantry over the archway. As you're right by Chrome and you're right by Gianna. What do you do and say?
Weaponry?
You're within weaponry to hit. You can hit with a 23.
No, I'm asking what is my weaponry?
You have a beam rifle, a beam saber. You have a shield, as well as a missile launching bazooka.
And Vulcans, I believe, as well.
Okay.
As well. Those are your.
So you did say there was one up in the air, right?
Yes, there is a flying plane that's up in the air. He's about.
I'm firing my bazooka at it.
All right.
18 was. What is the plus?
The bazooka will be a plus 10. So it turns to a 28, but it had fire of the mobile suit as well. And that's going to be a plus 5 on top. So it turns into a. Well, I should do it as a 1, 2, or 3. So yeah, do it as a plus 3. Yep. So there you go. All right, it hits. Which one are you hitting? Oh, yeah, you're hitting the flying ship thing.
Yep.
How much damage will that be? Roll 2d20 as it's an explosive round.
It's gonna be a 19 plus 6, 25.
All right, 25 explosion damage plus an extra 5 for the explosion. So it turns to 31. You see a big explosion on it. It's not downed yet, but it took some damage and smokes all around it. You're seeing it's firing blindly as it looks like its targeters has been damaged. That's your first shot. What else are you gonna do? You can fire off one more, and then you have to reload, or you can fire off a different weapon, which is your beam
Yep,
rifle.
I'm gonna fire off one more. I'm trying to take it down.
All right, you target again. You have advantage now that you have it locked. Roll for the attack.
A 12 plus 10, 22.
22. Okay, you hit. Now do the damage roll plus the 10.
Oof. I rolled 2 nat ones. Oh.
Hey, at least you got a critical.
You did, but it's a different kind of critical. You wow. Though you hit and you
Shoot
hope
yourself
to
in the foot.
kill this whole load of guys, when the ship starts coming down and everything, you accidentally pulled the trigger again and hit that near you and disrupt and blew up the ground around you, scaring living hell out of Crom as it shot behind her, and she just looks over. The hell is your problem? And then I see the plane crashing in front, smashing into the ground, exploding. I appreciate killing that, but not trying to kill.
Backlash.
Okay, if this is from that freaking pool table game, I'm sorry. I did not know the table was slanted. All right. After that, I'll end your turn. Now it goes to Jacob Wallaby. What are you doing for your character as you get into your mobile suit now? Everything's ready. You had your shield blocking a missile. You just seen some of your guys firing from your right-hand side. You're on the left-hand side. What do you do?
I tell him to move forward.
You start heading forward. Now,
Fire and movement. That's what I should say.
move forward. You walk past a few trees. One of your soldiers, she drops down on one knee, pulls out the long rifle, and aims a distance away just to protect. The tree fell. How did the tree fall? Oh my god, it's wrong. I want to stay in defending this. Jet fire over here. Alright, now you need you to roll a perception check or or use your passive perception to see into the forest ahead to know if you can see the enemy as you're walking forward with your mobile suit.
I got 18.
18. Okay. 18. Okay. So you look forward and you see down the trees a bunch of darkness, but then you see that one glowing like reddish pink eye. and you look on your readers, and it starts stating warning, warning. It starts trying to show you what kind of mobile suit it is, stating warning. And right when you do, gunfire starts happening. 4 barrels across its top of its head. Oh, you're so lucky. I rolled a 4 plus 10 of 14. Bullet fire hails around you, but misses you completely. The watchtower that was by you, though, gets shattered and erupted and comes crumbling down, smashing behind you. As one guard was still in that tower, but no longer.
I order my soldier with the long rifle to say, aim at that red beam.
Soldier applies with a 19 plus 10, a 29, and hits. Doing 17 points plus explosive damage, just another 3, so 22 damage across this machine from her big shot. It gets a recoil shot, firing again with a 17 plus 10, 27, doing 22 plus 5 for explosions of 27. Damage points right to it as you see 2 big chunks right off the top of its head, and it just looks forward with anger. All right, it's still for you. You can still react, though, as your other soldier has moved position and pulled out the rocket pad on his shoulder as a pistol moving machine gun to his right.
I tell him to start flanking and take any opportunistic shots as he can.
All right, so that's what it'll be when I get to them for one moment. All right, what does your character do besides moving forward and seeing all this?
What am I armed with? Am I armed with a beam rifle?
You're armed with the beam rifle and you're armed with the bazooka, as well as your beam sword, and of your Vulcans on top. You also have a machine gun.
Swords? I thought it had this AZ had 2 beam swords.
Yes, he does. But then also you have your small machine gun as well. Yeah.
I'm going to use the beam rifle to shoot the target of that shot at us.
All right, you slide back the bazooka and it locks in place. You open up your hand and your backpack opens up and hands you the beam rifle. Forward and you start firing. You get 2 shots with it. Now roll those 2 shots and that'll end your character's turn.
That's a 17 for 1.
All right, so it's going to be 17 plus 10, so 27.
And 28.
All right. So you hit with both shots. A D20 for me. And it gets a plus 12.
18 plus 12, that's 22.
All right. And what's your second shot?
Second shot, no D20. A 19 plus 12, that's 23.
All right. So you hit. You get a plus 12 for damage. So roll D20 plus 12.
D12 plus 12. 16 plus 12, that is 20. That's. Oh, actually, I did that wrong. It's 32. It's 28.
Okay. So you head off and hit this machine, damaging him severely, but at the same time, he's still sturdy. That'll end your turn. As now it's Carl's turn, as she has her shield up blocking. Fires the machine gun with a 14 plus 10, so a 24. And then gets with the damage. Is an 11. 11 plus 10, so 20. Fires the grenade launcher on it with a 19 plus 8. Hitting and doing 6 plus 15, so 21 damage. So 21 damage of explosion damage. to the Zaku 1, ripping it accordingly. And then she and holds up her shield as she tries to get in a defensive position. That'll end her turn as she looks down, going, "Okay, so who do we have to help us?" As now it is Llama. It's Llama's turn. Major Llama. Llama.
Llama. So pretty much I'm just gonna charge in wildly while Order and Spitfire 1 and 2 to randomly fire.
Okay.
I have
All right,
my
so you're
rubber
just gonna
chicken
start-
sword drawn too, by the way.
That's hilarious. All right, so you tell your men to start firing, or ladies, or however. You start running forward right next to the 08. And they step up and start firing from a distance, firing off and doing cover fire. On the base. And down, you shifted, you ran across, you're around the fire, you looked us over here. You're about here. I move forward in defensive stance. You fire from there. Llama, you're right here. Okay. And Llama, what did you roll for your attack?
Yeah. What am I rolling for attack?
It's your you got a bazooka that you're hooked with right now, and a shield to block. You also have a beam rifle, and you have a beam swords, and then also your Vulcan guns on top.
What about my rubber chicken sword?
That's what I mean. One of those is your rubber chicken sword. One's a beam sword, one's a chicken sword.
Yep, I'm charging in with the rubber chicken sword and the beam sword.
All right.
I'm gonna dual wield that shit.
All right. So he puts the shield on his back and the bazooka on his back and runs forward, pulls out the beam sword and the rubber chicken sword, and just starts running head into a field, no defense on. Men both fire, one with a 21. He hits the Zaku, doing 15 damage, explosive damage, plus 5, so 20. Your gun cannon, 17 plus 9, doing 15 damage plus 5 for his explosive fire, so dirty 20 of damage for him too. They're hitting across the shoulders of this thing, but that's all they can do for their turn. Now, that ends all of our turns, and it's now the enemy's turn.
From step after step, the journey continues.
All right, so
Life is
everybody's firing across. This across the machine jumps across and smashes right up on the tank in front of you guys are defending. And then it's reaching to go right after your O2 right here.
until there's no energy forever and always. On the
All
journey.
right, there's the vehicle. You got more coming in the fight. Across the field.
The path looks long, but faith is forever. Time may pass, but his love carries on. A choice is needed, but God is patient. One step is enough.
The plane crashed and burnt.
So let's
Until
until the end of time. Until there's no energy forever and always. On the journey.
Everybody moves forward for the enemies to a certain extent.
God loves all. Love is a choice. Hatred is the path.
Oops. I'm sorry, I knocked down characters. I hope you all are enjoying Rolling to Die with our custom stories. And remember to like, share, and subscribe. Always throw in some suggestions, and we may do that. If not, you may can join us and play and enjoy a crazy, fun custom story. All right, the field is set. You see this big brown-looking machine running towards you with a bunch of ammo that's drilled into its shoulders, chest, running at you with the giant claws that extend out, firing its machine guns off the top of its head. It runs and stops at one point and looks right over at the O2 that's getting ready to fire the big missile pod. And right as the O2 is about to fire the missile pod, it gets hit heavily with a 29 to hit, doing 30 points of beam damage right to it, hitting it across the shoulders and the chin. And then it does a stomp attack to the dual-barreled tank right in front of it. 23 to hit as it smashes down, doing 37 points of smashing damage as it crushes it. As you see the tank in front of you guys, there was a dual-barreled tank with a 50 caliber on top, just gets stepped on. 3 of your soldiers in that process. Step forward and looks over, damaging the 2. The rest of the gunfire sweeps past you guys. I need a... This is going to be a party. That's gross. A party dexterity save. So I need everybody here to do a dexterity save. And depending on how many people succeed and fail, depending on what happens. All right. Thank you, Sage.
Nat 20.
Dirty 20, 17, 7 plus 3, 13.
Okay.
Nat 20 plus 9, 29.
Okay. What'd you get, Dom?
14 plus 2, 16.
Oh, I got an 18 plus 5 at 23. All right, we all succeed. As we step forward, you see rain of fire hit a ground of in front of all of us. But luckily missing all of us. And you see the field on fire and the front lines of the trees burning up. As you're starting to see silhouettes and shadows finally of the mobile suits walking ahead, you start seeing several, not just 1 or 2, but a dozen or more. Seeing they're trying to wipe you guys out. You start holding the line more with your weapons and gunfire. You see machine gun fire missiles and beams flying past through the trees. Your field doesn't get damaged, though, as the front gets horribly wrecked in front of all of you, but behind you where the actual main base is, because of the roll you guys rolled, made it so it did no damage to the main structure or to the bay. In doing so, they were able to start loading in the main ship to send off to see if you guys complete your mission or not, of the coordinates and information to make the new machinery for the new style of Gundams, called the Meteor Project. So they get 1 turn advantage now, thanks to you guys for this. But now it's back to the top, as we will be starting back off with Dom the Sage with a Gina Thunder. Valenheart. Valentine. Wow, I'm retarded. Valentine. Gina Valentine. All right, it might be a minute for him. Thing is her doing something. So we'll shift over to the next person then. Devante for Gabriel Thunder.
Yeah.
There's Sage.
Sorry about that. Had a quick pause for a minute there. Okay, we're rolling.
All right, so Sage first. What are you doing?
All right.
As it's your turn, You looked ahead. You see the mobile suits. You see a bunch of fire all around you. You see a Zaku 1 and Zaku 2 heading forward. You've seen one ship down that was on from your team that shot and helped you out. You look down and see an enemy tank driving to your right-hand side. You see the Zaku 1 and 2 in front of you, 50, 60 feet, maybe more ahead. You see another plane flying from the distance towards you guys as well.
All right. I think I'm gonna take a shot at hitting as Zaku 1 again.
Okay.
Here we go. A 19.
A 19.
Yes.
Okay. The 19 plus 10, so it's a 29. Now that you hit, you gun right into it. Which one was this? Zaku 1 or Zaku 2 you were hitting?
Zaku 1.
Zaku 1, okay. Now, roll for damage. It'll be a D20 plus 10. What are you hitting with, the machine gun or the beam rifle or the bazooka?
The beam rifle is what I'm going to use, and I
Beam rifle.
rolled.
Machine
rolled
gun
another
plus 10, beam rifle plus
Another 19.
15, 12, bazooka plus 15.
I'm rolling with the rifle.
Okay. All right, so
So I
it's plus
rolled
12.
19. Okay,
19
that's
plus
32.
You do
32.
32 points of beam damage.
No.
Right to
31.
Zaku
I'm sorry.
1.
31. I'm sorry. I had that
31.
wrong.
My bad, too. You hit it, you see its left shoulder get burned up as the shield drops down. You see it trying to raise up this double missile pod launcher. Trying to fire at you.
All
You
right,
firing again?
I'm firing at this. I hope if I hit, I know what I'm using for that one. Okay, what we got? Come on.
What'd you get?
I rolled an 18.
18. Okay,
Yes.
18 plus 12, dirty 30. You hit.
And now
So
Okay.
dirty.
I'm
How
gonna
much
use.
damage are you doing?
I'm gonna use the bazooka, and let's see what I got. I got 14.
14. Okay. So you hit. With a 14 plus 15 makes it a 29 for explosive damage. How do you want to do this to the side?
Zaku 1 gets blown away by the rifle, and finish it off with a bazooka when he tries to try to retaliate with an attack. Bazooka is launched immediately.
All right, so it looks over, walking ahead, trying to hit you with this double missile launcher. And right when it does, it sees a wave of fire from these beam rifle hits, hitting it, making it lose its balance and losing its accuracy. As it tries to look forward and look up, the last thing it sees is you switch weapons and pull right out to your bazooka and just fire it right off. And it sees a missile. The last thing it does is the pilot inside in the cockpit. The last thing he sees on the camera is that missile before just erupting in fire as the whole thing explodes around him. The Zaku 1, it blows up right next to the left side of the Zaku 2, and they look over, freaking out for a second. Okay. While this is happening, the Zaku 2 does his retaliation fire, but not at you, but at the GM in front of you guys. Missing, surprisingly, though, with an 18. But the second shot hits with a 19 plus 8, ripping up the GM in front of you, the basic mobile suit soldier. Not killing him, but damaging him severely with 17 damage, damaging the shield and hitting a bit of the base. That'll be it for its retaliation, though. For you, you fired your 2 shots. Is there anything you say before you end your turn?
Reporting. Zaku 1 is down. Repeat. Zaku 1 is down.
Good job with the rest of these SOBs.
Roger that.
All right, Gabriel. Gabriel Thunder, the last thing you hear before it's your turn is you hear Gianna Valentine tell you that she took down Zaku 1. And there's still more, though. What do you do as it's your turn?
Okay. I start targeting the next enemy since I took down my first one.
You
So,
look right ahead of you, and you see that big uh, brown-looking aquatic machine that just ripped up a bunch of stuff and shot at the O2 unit next to you. It's on your left-hand side, about 50 to 60 feet away from you, within its own arm reach, though, to hit you. And it's a bit bigger and taller than your machine. That means it's slower than you.
I am going to fire my beam rifle.
Okay.
5 plus 10, 15. Pretty sure that misses. Pretty sure
Which
15 is a miss.
a 15 is a miss, so it gets a plus 10. So you rolled a 15.
I rolled a 5.
Oh, never mind. 5 plus 10 is that's
Yeah.
a miss.
Now, 14 plus 10, 24.
Yes, 24 definitely hits. So
The damage is.
it'll be a d20. As you said, what are you hitting with? A beam rifle, machine
Yeah.
gun, or beam bazooka?
Beam rifle.
Beam rifle. Okay, so the plus 12 with a d20.
4 plus 12, so 18. Oh, wait, no, 16. Hmm.
All right, so you damaged it, but you didn't kill it. So that's your first shot. What are you doing with your second hit?
No, that was the second shot.
Oh yeah, first one was a miss. Never mind, you're right. I'm wrong. Now, because you're still in a stationary position, you can use your action instead of reloading to attack again. That's up to you. If not, you can reload.
Okay. I am going to reload.
Anything you tell your teammates before you end your turn?
He just warns them of the. He calls it the crab the crab mech.
The crab coup.
Yeah.
Right? It's actually a powerful Zaku machine. You don't want to fight that thing.
So yeah, that's pretty much all he does. Is he's just like he warns everyone about it. And that's about it.
All right, so you fire away. Your turn is now done. It's now Jacob Wallaby's turn.
My turn?
Yes, it is your turn, my friend.
Okie dokie.
Oh god, I farted. It smells terrible.
Damn it, Llama.
Sucks to you.
That's why I turned on my fan.
I'll be your biggest fan. You just
You
might
are
not
my
like the
biggest
smells.
No, actually, I think Thunderbase is my biggest fan, and then my wife.
I am going to attack the blue one. The blue water one. I forget its name. The one with the claws.
Zigot.
The Zigot.
You are on the other side. You can hit from that range. That's about the same range as the other guy. Never mind. Yeah, you can hit with your bazooka from there. Beam rifle, it could too. Machine gun would have problems.
I'm going to hit him with the bazooka.
Okay.
13 plus 12, 25.
25. Okay. You hit. Now you got to do damage. If you're hitting with the bazooka, so you get explosive damage. That's a plus 15.
4 plus 7, 11. So plus 15 is 26.
26 damage. Nice, nice.
That basically takes an arm off.
Oh yeah, that rips. They're close. 26 damage is it. You see smoke and lightning appearing around it.
I'm going to use my GM, my other one with the long rifle, to take a shot at it too.
She has advantage for holding off her main position because she has not moved except for standing position, which when you're in standing position, you get advantage on your shooting. So, daka. You wonder why my character doesn't move, depending on the character. Doesn't move much. This character, I have to move. It's more physical.
Same with the Easy 8.
All right, so for her, I will roll. Ooh, she rolled a 1. She goes and sees him, has a perfect shot, and squeezes the trigger. And right when she does, the round somehow cocked wrong and hit and jammed. And then she drops down the gun for a moment and is now trying to pry it with the machine knife to pull it out so it doesn't blow up the gun. As that'll be the rest for her turn. Your O2 has been hit. His right arm where his machine gun is burnt up and damaged pretty bad, but it can still fire. And then he has his left arm where he has the missile pods, where he can fire the whole field if you want. You can fire it. Use that.
Pods.
Fire pods?
Yeah,
all
fire
right.
pods.
Now I need you to roll. It'll be a D20 plus 14. It's a unique weapon.
9 plus 14, so that is
23.
23.
So you fire this missile pod. I need you to roll. Where is it? Let's see. Yeah, roll 2. I don't know. Is there D10s in here? Yeah, there are. Roll me 3 D10s.
7, 6, and 6, 19.
All right, so 7 from one pod, 6 from the other, and 6 from the other. All launch up. As 19 missiles lay across the ground. Now, within the roll you rolled for hitting, you did succeed at hitting everybody. So the damage is going to be a lot. And 11 plus 30, so 41 damage across the field. Each mech that got hit and grazed across. So boom, boom, boom. Zaku 1 is down. The jet that was in the sky got shot down, crashed into the tree, and exploded. You hit up across right over here. You damaged this tank severely. It's not down, but it's close.
Did it destroy the tread?
No, just the top of the base. The cannon has difficulties firing now. You blew off the arm of these. This is a Gok from the missile barrage. It just has one arm left as it tries to move forward. Zaku 2 has lost an arm now. And the Golf has been damaged. Okay. That'll end your turn for that guy. Whatever you name that character or whatever actions he wants.
Just a nameless soldier.
But-
And I think I still have one more attack with the AZ-8.
You have your main guy that fired his rounds. Then you had the one girl she fired and her gun got jammed, wasting the rest of her turn fixing the gun. And then you had your O2 to help firing the missile pod. And then he has his machine gun left, so you can still technically fire with your machine gun or your Vulcans on your head. So
I'll just pull that. I'll pull it and end my turn.
all right, you hold it just in case. As that ends your turn, it's now my turn. Missile
BRB.
pod fire range. I raise my shield up around, watching it. A bunch of the guys get hit. I see the Zaku 2 get up, and it's trying to take out our GM. I run forward towards it, firing my machine gun. Ooh, finally. I get a nat 20 plus 10, so a dirty 30 of a hit. Smashing and ripping this thing up. And just that's double damage. Plus the it's heavy machine gun, so it's 20. Yeah. Oh, 16. So 16 damage plus it's times 2, so 32. So 32 damage. Taking out the other arm as I fire again. 17 plus 10. So a 27 to hit. I hit. Doing 9 plus 12. Okay. 21 damage. It's I finally get to do how do you want to do this? I light up the Zaku 2 as it runs past. One arm gets blown up and it runs past, starts staring at the GM, and the other arm gets shut off by me. And then finally I aim the machine towards the chest area of the cockpit, hitting the cockpit just right, shutting down and killing the pilot and blowing up the machine. It blows up right over here, knocking over some trees. Big fire erupts around. Next wave will be coming in a minute, but you guys are holding off defense pretty good. My turn is done as I reload. And now after that, it is now the llama's turn.
What did I do now?
It is your turn, llama. As you have your gun tank on your right, you have your gun cannon on your left, you're running forward with your weapons. You run to a battlefield, see a bunch of explosions, and then you see this big, giant, brown-looking machine slam in front with these spike claws and beam hands in double Vulcan. As it looks forward, it smashes one of the O2s into the ground if it doesn't kill it, crushes a tank, and then looks forward right at you as you see Thunderbase's character, Gabriel, shoot this machine. What do you do as the Major Llama, as you see your men in men in dire need of their leader?
I charge in to attack the closest enemy I can that's attacked in one of my squad members. I don't know
All
who's
right, so
close
it's
to
a big
me.
brown death machine that's in front of you right now. Roll for an attack. It will be, depending on your weapon, if it's your rubber chicken, it has a plus, so it's a 14 plus d20. Beam chicken, go! Go,
So that
beam
gives
chicken,
me
go, go.
what was my modifier?
14.
So I got a dirty 20.
Okay, there you go. You got a dirty 20. You just barely hit this thing. How much damage are you doing?
How do I know how much damage I did?
Roll a d20, and it's going to be a plus. Let me see. Where's that plus modifier? A plus 15 for the rubber chicken. Of doom.
So 15 plus 4.
So 19 damage of rubber chickenness. Smashing across this machine. As the eye looks over, it gets all big and confused. It turns its attention to you instead of the O2 unit, now paying attention to the Mobile Suit Gundam. What do? You have one more attack, physically. or you can fire with one of your weapons, and then you still have your squad to fire. You just tell them a command, and I'll roll and see what happens.
I want to chuck the saber sword at them.
You want to chuck it like Darth Vader? Okay. All right. Chuck this saber sword and roll with an attack. It's gonna get a +10. With a d20 to roll. It's a straight roll, by the way, though. No advantage.
6.
So 6 plus 10, so 16. You miss. You chuck this beam saber at this teen, and it just flies past, cutting up a couple trees behind it. You can bring it back with your magnet lock, but if not, you have your other spare beam sword, which they still wonder why you have your beam sword. Go on, and that'll end. You can say something before you end your turns, or anything you say to either the enemy ahead of you or to your team to warn them or help them for the next part of combat.
I shall lick everybody who dies.
Quickly, man. You know what that means. We get to watch our tough guy do some weird shit. Yeah, I get more views. Woohoo! That just happened. You hear Crom doing a face palm. You know, how did he become Major again? I don't know. He's really good at lockpicking. Wait, what does that do with anything? I don't know. You're just an imaginary person in your head. Who the hell am I talking to?
Somebody fucked up the paperwork. I was supposed to only be a sergeant major, but they left out the first part of my rank.
And then they just started calling you Major. And then after a while, they ended up just giving you rank of Major because they needed a Major in that room at that time for an office meeting. And you happen to be the only person around. And
You just have to be named Major.
And at that time, his great-great-great-grandfather, Major, made him a Major.
But my dad had quite the sense of humor.
He did. So he called you Llama instead, which still became Major Llama, which to this day, people still question how you became a leader, but at the same time, they laugh about it every time. That'll end your turn. As people now reality. The enemy's attack, after our NPCs help. The gun tank on Llama fires off. Its rounds completely misses with a 5 and a 9, so a 19 and a 15. Fires gun cannon, the nat 20 right to Crab Gok. The clamps doing 26 points of damage with its beam cannons. That ends his turn. To the other gun cannon on my side, another nat 20, hitting up against the tank that was under the bridge, blowing it up with 30 damage. Okay, that'll be good for that one. And then the Space GM, complete miss 3. Yeah, those are both misses. Okay, so on our side, those are set. After the Zaku or the Zeons do their turn, then something happens on our side again. Zeons now move forward. The Crab Gok is going to first try to attack Llama, then DJ Thunderbase. Llama just got hit with a nat 20. You get smacked by this giant claw on your chest, and it slams you down, doing 43 points of damage to your machine. You're fine. It's your machine that gets slammed down. I need you to roll an acrobatics or athletics so to see how much damage you're taking inside the cockpit from the bounce.
You said roll acrobatics?
Yes.
Seven.
All right, so you take 6 points of bludgeoning damage in the cockpit.
I mean, this theme music in the background is like on point for this. How much did you say I took?
6 points of bludgeoning damage. It tries to hit you again, and it misses. But now for Thunder Base, tries to hit him with the Vulcans. Nat 1.
That's not good.
No. As it's trying to fire, the guns have been hit from severe damage thanks to you guys barraging it. It ignites and they explode in front of the top, damaging some of the vision of this machine, giving itself 19 points of explosive damage. Now for the other guys. All right. The Zagak run at the GM and hits it with a 25 to hit, doing 27 points of damage to its armorants. Attacking again. Wow, missing the second hit. Oh, with a machine gun fire as the GM raises its shield blocking. That the Zagak is done. Let's see. Who do we got left? Okay, we got the Goof. He fires off at the MSO8. He gets a nat 1.
Ha!
Fires completely missing. Oh, and he goes and hits the Browns Crabgok, doing 16 points of damage.
A brand new meaning of what backfire looks like.
No way. The other Goof got a nat 1 as well, as it tries to raise up the machine gun, hits the tree, and fires at the tree, cuts the tree down in front of him.
The brand new meaning of what backfire looks like.
Yep, machine gun fire from the finally one hits with a 28. And hits off against 08. And hits you with 26 points of. You can raise up your shield and you'll take 20 points instead. That'll help. But that'll be the end of their turn. Now it's back to you guys with Dom with Gianna Valentine.
Yep, I'm ready for.
What are you doing with your full armorants, and there are machines running ahead of you?
Let's see what we still got. What we got left on the field?
I'll show you.
Everything we had left.
Is that tank on the ground still there?
No, it's been destroyed.
Okay.
So jumped over here. It's now fighting the GM. Oh, your tank got taken down. That's fine. You can still find. They're down. They're down. You got forward. There's a Zagak right in front of you, and then over to your left, you see a Goof that ran up this way. A Zaku 3 up this way. That's within your range. And a custom Goof that just went up forward. It'll miss and hit a tree. The other Zagak ran up around this way.
Give me that Zaku 3. I'm rolling for a hit. Going for that Zaku 3. And I rolled a 19.
All right, 19 plus 10.
29.
Yep, you hit.
And now I'm going to use the sniper for damage.
All right, now if the sniper has advantage, your sniper bot that you have that's on your team, he can do charge attacks that do severe damage. It's a recharge and reload, which may take so he only gets one shot per turn instead of two.
All right, so I got roll for advantage. Okay, and my high roll is a 17.
17 plus 10.
27.
So you hit with this heavy beam rifle hit. Straight down. And who are you hitting? You said the Zaku 3?
Yes.
All right, you hit him, and you see his left arm heat up and then melt and just drop and explode.
Now I'm going to go with it again, this time using the bazooka. Let's see if I roll a hit for it first.
Yeah, that one. You got the shoulder cannon, you got a double bazooka on the arm. You got your
I rolled
rifle.
I rolled a 15.
All right, 15 plus 10 is a 25, but it's a bazooka, and we get a plus 15 for its damage. So roll a d20 for me, plus 15.
Oh, wow. A d20 plus
Yeah,
15. Please let it be a sweet spot 20 and I can get it. Ah, I got a 13.
13 plus 15, 28. So you hit with a 28 damage, exploding all around. It's severely hurt and damaged. It's about to go down. You have one more shot with your armored Gundam. You fire your sniper GM, but it's empty or it's recharging right now.
All right.
So we got one shot left with your regular Gundam. You have either your beam rifle or the shoulder cannon.
Let's do the shoulder cannon.
All right, this one has a lower because of its aiming ability, but it's a plus 8.
Then again, we'll do the rifle then. We'll go for the rifle. Shoulder cannon can be used for something else. I can use the rifle this time.
Closer the range, the more it does. The further the range, the less it does. Kind of like a shoulder cannon shotgun.
Okay, so the rifle is okay.
Your beam rifle is a distance weapon. You can hit fine with it. It'll be a plus 12.
All right. I rolled the 17.
So 29. All right, so you got to roll for damage. Damage will be a plus 12.
Here we go.
Plus, you roll.
Here we go. What we got? I got a 12.
12. Okay, so 12 plus 12, 24 damage. How do you want to do this to the Zaku as you just lit it up? Beam rifle, sniper rifle to it, a bazooka blast to it, and then you hit it with a beam rifle at the very end. How do you want to do this? How does it look?
A little triple play. So the first shot with the sniper was a sneak shot, knolling off the arm. The second shot was a bazooka to make him flinch and make him go down more, and to surprise him on his way back up. The rifle comes in with a straight shot, causing it to shoot through the Gundam, causing the cockpit to shock and explode.
All right, you see it just blow up. Is there anything you save before you end your turn?
And she opened the intercom with the relative communication. Reporting. Zaku 3 is down. Repeat, Zaku 3 is down.
The intercom, some Chrome. That's good. So we have 1, 2, 3 down. And there's a couple others. They're heading forward quick. The Seacock just took down one of our GMs. Our pilot is lost. As you look down, and the Zegok slams its spikes right into the cockpit of that GM that was defending you guys right in front of you. As you see it getting crushed in the inside, as you see it explode, and the Zegok stands back up and looks over right at our two characters.
Well, there goes our defense line.
All right, that'll end your turn. Now it is Devante with Gabriel Thunder.
Now I'm gonna just keep firing at what I was.
All right, you're right within beam sword range too. If you want to fire and slash, you can get 2 slashes, and you get 1 fire if you want.
This one does have the head guns, right?
Yes, it does. The Vulcans.
Yeah.
Most mobile suits have Vulcans.
So I'm fire with those while slashing.
All right, so you turn.
16 plus 10. 26.
All right. How much damage you doing?
That's a single d20.
All right, and it's it's going to be a plus damage.
Okay. 15 plus 10, 25.
So how do you want to do this to finish this thing off, as everybody else has been hitting this thing like crazy, and it's been taking everybody's hits. And finally, you jump in, taking it out. How does it look when you take out this big giant brown monstrosity? It's like twice your mech size.
Okay. And that was just the Vulcans. So I guess it's just gets a hit with a barrage.
You see it swinging back and forth, hitting Llama, trying to slam Llama down and crush him as it looks over, attacking the O2. And then as it's being shot from the top from other people, it looks over, and right when it looks up at you and everything, you see this damage on the top of the helmet part where the guns have been blown up and destroyed, where it shoots further down to right where the cockpit is. And you look over and jump in the air and look down, and right as you do, you fire down the Vulcans directly down this pathway that shoots through the helmet area, destroying the eye and sight, and then going right to the top of the cockpit where the pilot is, and he does not know that he's getting barraged from the top. As he looks up and sees the top bend in and dunt in, and then it crushes and bullets rain down, gutting and crushing this pilot from the inside as the whole thing just erupts and explodes in front of all of us. Llama, I need you to roll a dexterity save for me, please. As a giant machine's blowing up on top of you.
18.
You have succeeded raising your shield up in time as the explosion blows up, but your shield takes most of the brunt as it turns your machine to look like glowing red from the heat from the explosion for a short period of time.
All you hear over the comms is, well, I guess someone was stuffed.
Llama, was that spitting wisdom?
No, just mainly spitting.
I love that. Okay, you still have one more action left, Thunderbase. What is it? What do you like to do?
Who is there right now?
Roll a perception check and I'll tell you.
18 plus 8. Or wait, no, yeah, plus 8. 18 plus 8.
18 plus 8.
26.
Okay. You look past, and right as you see this big brown machine monstrosity blow up in front of you and drop down, you see a blue goof running right up to you, another one hiding behind a tree getting its guns ready, and a tank rolling up behind, aiming up.
I am firing at the tank with the bazooka. $19 plus... It's 10, right, for the bazooka?
Yes.
Okay, so 19 plus 10, 29.
Okay. So you hit him. How much damage are you doing?
36, a 20, and a 16.
Okay. So you see a severe hit of the explosion. Not dead, but hurt. You see the arm get lit up, blow off. Now this is on the goof in front of you, right?
The tank.
Or the tank. Okay, the tank. Okay, so you hit the cannon where you've seen the barrel explode in front. And okay, yeah. Actually, how do you want to do this? The health was 39.
It's a bazooka.
Bazooka,
So-
bazooka, bubblegum.
You just turn around after firing your Vulcans, cutting down this giant crab coup and it exploding. You fire off this bazooka. You pull back from your shoulders and just see this rocket coming down. The tank's about to fire its shot in the air to fire at the building to damage the main supply ship that's about to get ready. All it sees when the pilot looks up, he sees a missile flying at him, goes, "Oh no!" and just everything lights up. You see the whole tank explode and burst and blow up in pieces. All its armaments as well, and just missiles just flying off randomly, blowing up around, catching things on fire. You look forward and see the other targets look back and look forward back at you, and you start noticing you get target locks on you as they don't like that you just did that. Okay. So, anything you say before you end your turn?
No, he doesn't say anything else.
Oh, now Jacob Wallaby's turn. Jacob Wallaby for Dark Trooper. What is your character doing as you have your squad and you see all these people around? And let me know when you get to your O2's turn, because something's going to happen during that moment. But
Where
what
am
is
I
the
again? I think I'm over here. On the other side of the spine. I mean, the bridge.
Here.
Yeah, I thought so.
Right here. You're fighting this big guy. He blew up. And you got your O2 right here that was fighting, shooting at him now. And then he did the big swoop right here. And then
Is that tank still alive?
No, he's dead. This just blew up. All you got goofs is one right here, and then this one that may be pursued as your brother's character.
The easy ant going after the presumed brother one.
All right. So the first thing you do is just either fire from here, or do you start running at him?
I'm gonna fire and run.
Are you going to fire the bazooka first, or a different gun?
I'm gonna fire the bazooka. Getting a 16.
16 plus 10. All right, so at 26, you do hit. As he's getting ready to fire with his minigun at O2, he gets right by a rocket launcher. Taking a D20 plus 15. So you got to roll a D20. Tell me what that is, and that'll be for your damage.
11, so plus 15 is 26.
6 points of explosive damage right your brother's machine. As it starts firing off, and the bullets spray past the O2 instead of hitting him. You get an intercom. So, brother, you think you got the quicks on me, huh? What if I told you we were just at the beginning?
You ain't no brother of mine. In this battle, it's just getting started. As I charge in, give him a shoulder check.
All right, you need to do acrobatics or athletics as you're running the field.
We got 21, 5 plus 16.
Run in, right past. You see the other goof notice you when he swings his blade, and you duck right under it as it flings past you, and you come in and check against your brother's mech, and it steps back. And I need you both to do a strength check for me. He will have a +4 in his strength. So what did you get?
Dirty 20, 16 plus 4.
I got a 17, so 13 plus 4. As he tries to hold against as you push him back with your extra weight of your backpack and extra machines and guns on you. You slam into him, sliding him past as this tree falls next to you guys. And you fired once, and you ran on and did a shoulder check and everything. From that, there's the only thing you can do is to say something before you end your turn. What would it be?
This will be the end for us, brother.
All right, do you pull a weapon out, or do you to pose, or you just keeping as is? Like you pull your beam
keep it
sword,
as-
or you keep it as that? Okay, that'll end your turn. Is now Sergeant Crom. As she sees all the fire going on like crazy, she looks back. Okay, I don't know what the hell's going on, but there's a lot of people trying to kill me again. All right. I see the Zagak, and I fire at the Zagak with a machine gun. I miss. Oh, with a 14 and a 16, both firing. I even try my Vulcans, and I. Nope, I miss. A 13, even with the bonuses. And she just goes, "Why won't you die?" That's all I can do for Crom. Crom's turn is done. It is now Llama's turn. What is Llama doing? As you were knocked down from this giant machine, you can get back up, which will take half your speed. And if not, there's other things you can do. Your character just needs to get back up to do a combat.
But do I need to get back up to shoot?
No, you can lay down and shoot as well if you like. So you just want to lay
Yes.
there and start shooting? Okay.
Yep, I'm gonna lay there and start shooting.
All right. So you got your bazooka or your beam rifle. Which one do you want to fire with?
No, let's go with the bazooka.
All right. So you get in front and put your shield down into a blocking formation, kneeling and almost to a laying motion, and you put your shoulder up the bazooka. You aim the target at it and roll for an attack. Hitting the blue goof or the well, the other one's kind of in between your other guy. So yeah, you got that right in front of you, right? It was a blue goof. With
Let's
this
go with the blue.
big
goof.
red. Yep, and it has electro chain whip and gun hands.
Are we talking about OG Goof?
Yep, OG goof.
Okay.
OG goof is he's the one he's attacking. That's running off ahead.
And don't forget, he also has a heat blade.
I was saying a big long red blade. All right, so Llama, what'd you roll for the hit?
I just roll a d20.
Yeah, roll a d20 and then plus 10.
12 plus 10.
All right, so 22. You hit. Explain to me where you're hitting with this round.
I aim directly at his crotch.
Damn it, Llama. All right, you see a missile firing out of his bazooka and hitting this goof right in the crotch and making a big explosion down its legs. I need you to do a d20 plus 15 for damage, for explosive damage.
$14 plus 15.
29.
So 29.
All right, it's severely damaged. As you see, one of the legs is shaking and rattling really bad. The other leg is just sparking lightning all around it. You see part of the shield arm damage, and the chain whip is just on. It's severely damaged, but it's sure if you can take another hit or not. That's up to you. Do you want to fire again? You have one more round before you have to reload, or you can switch to a different gun.
All right, let's
What do
switch
you
to the beam rifle.
All right, beam rifle. It's a plus 12, so it's a plus 12 plus d20.
I rolled a 5.
5. Oh wow. So 17. You missed. You fired past it, even with its injuries and damage, and you just see the eyeball go and it looks to your left and then looks right back to your right and looks straight ahead of you again. Just like really. With that, it gets to do a retaliation. It fires off with its gun hand. Double 15s, critical. Doing 13 points of fire damage, just blasting across, hitting your shield mostly, so it only comes to 3 points for your character. Is there anything you say before you end your turn, Llama?
The end is nigh.
All right, you still have your gun cannon and gun tank. Do you want them to fire at this guy, or do you want them to just be NPC'd?
Yeah, they can fire at that guy.
All right, I will roll for their firings. No, a 15. And another 15, it's a miss. So gun cannon misses twice. Gun tank, a 14 plus 10, a 24. That's a hit. And then other fire is a 19 plus 10, 29. So both hit. How much damage? 31 explosive first cannon. And that's plus, wow, okay. Plus a 20 and a cannon from the other damage. But it's a, how do you want to do this for you, Llama, for your teammates, as the gun tank raids down and lowers down its cannons or railguns, you could say, and fires them off right across the field and just hits this goof right in the chest twice. The second time just cuts it in pieces as it blows up. Anything you say, Llama, as your teammate just did a kill for you, unless they're AI bots that you control?
He cut his life into pieces.
Good song, good song. But it explodes right in front of all of
plastic work.
Chrome just shakes her head in her cockpit. How the hell did you survive combat for all these years? You and your team are crazy. I like it, but what the hell?
What's combat?
Okay. We're having a talk after this. I don't care if you're higher rank than me. As her cockpit rattles from the bullet fire, she raises up her shield. All right, Llama, that ends your turn. It is now the rest of the teams. Thunderbase, let's see. You have a ball that's flying in the air that you have control of now. And then also there is the GM that's down there that's protecting the cannon. You guys hear ear on all of your screens. The camera opens up the scientist that's getting in the cockpit. She explains with her co-partner as he's there too, and they both go, "Hello, hey, we're getting ready. You guys cover us, right? We have to watch out for anyone with railguns or missiles. Wish you guys luck. If we can make these get to the colony, we can start producing the meteor team. We have the proper schematics for these certain mobile suits. And they ask you guys, can you cover them at any cost as they're getting into the suits? What do you guys all say?
I order my two remaining my suits to provide covering fire for the ship. Did we get?
All right, that will be good for you. I'll get to yours in 1 second because your O2, something's about to happen now. Your other O8 sits there and gets ready for cover fire and protects at any distance, making sure that if someone even tries to fire at that, she's going to start firing in that direction, trying to take out any sniper fire or large weapons. Dom, for you, for your character, do you order your sniper to defend and protect the ship, or to keep firing, protecting you guys? And then Thunderbase, you'll have the other gun cannon. Yeah. You can ask to hold, or you can have it keep covering fire. Also, you have your ball. Your ball is flying in the air. You can actually use that to protect the ship completely if you like.
Ah, yes, the flying
Yeah,
color.
I'm gonna have it do that.
All right, so the ball becomes a guardian to fly with the ship and to cover it. And if someone tries to shoot it, the ball will sacrifice itself in the process to throw itself in front of the ship. All right, so let's get that on the field and ready. Oh, here you are. You order it to move. Rise up ahead, right over here. And right as that happens, the GM comes out right here, ready? But your O2 for you, Chris, is going to be attacked right as this all happens. As your O2 raises up, gets the orders, and raises up its pack, the red Zagok attacks with a dirty 20 for the first hit, a 19 plus 10 for the second for 29, and its third hit for the combo, an 18 plus 10, doing 15, 11, 24. So, all right, so how do you want to do this? Is you see the red Zagok run up behind it as you see the O2 raise up its missile launchers to go fire. The Zagok runs behind it and puts its triple claws right into the back of the cockpit, pulling away and taking the other part to rip the head off, and then trying to pull it down and smash at the missile pack. It takes up its turn, though, as you see your teammate get taken down and destroyed as they screaming, a captain to you and everything until its last moment. Horrible death. But the next character moves forward. That group said, as now it's Wallaby, your brother, attacks. Pulls out his electro whip with a 22 to hit. Does a 22 hit?
I believe so.
You get a plus modifier of a 5 to whatever your AC is for being in the Gundam. So what is your AC?
17 plus 5, that is
22.
22.
And I said 22. So yeah, it just barely wraps, pulling down your bazooka. I gotta do a strength check to see if I beat you, though. 14 plus 5, a 19. Does a 19 beat your strength check? What is yours?
For what?
It's strength check. It's versus me. I'm yanking down your bazooka out of your hand with my electro chain whip.
Dirty 20, 16 plus 4.
Okay. As I try to yank it down and pull it down and everything, I notice I don't get it out of your hands as he activates his electrify. Your pilot himself takes 20 points of electrify damage. He starts getting shocked from the inside as the electricity wraps around his arm and starts shooting right into the cockpit. It starts frying you for a moment. I need you to do a Constitution save for me to see if you go unconscious for a moment from the being fried.
I got a 19, 13 plus 6.
Okay. You keep awake, but you're in pain as you see that he amplified his weapon a bit more. That's the first thing he does. The next thing he does is he pulls out the heat sword. No, sorry, he has a minigun. He's going to try to fire the minigun at you. A dirty 20 to hit, he misses. Tries to fire it off at you, and you duck your shoulder in as the minigun fires over you, trying to fire at the head of your mobile suit. And the last thing he'll do for his turn is just hold a strength check. See if he can hold for you. Um, all right. So you got to do a strength check with me as well to see if I'm holding the chain whip to hold your gun down. So roll a strength check and let me know what it is.
I will say I got 13.
Okay. And I got a 16 plus 4. So I got a dirty 20. I hold down your gun on that side to your right arm, as your left arm is still free, but your right arm is grounded for momentarily. That'll end his turn. As now a Dom pulls up with a bazooka and fires at Dom.
Yes.
26. You got hit with a bazooka round to your chest by a Dom. Taking
Ugh.
18 points of explosive damage plus the 15.
33. Ouch.
You took a 33. It takes to your armor, which halves it, but you see part of your armaments break down a little bit as your computer starts telling you there was a heavy hit from a custom suit. As you see a Black Ops team ahead of you of a Dom and it's Zaku 1 and Zaku 2 specialized.
Ugh.
As you see, they're sending them in their special guys now. And double 13s firing off against my character, hitting her, critical, doing 18. 18 plus 12, so 30 damage, and that's going to be times 2, so 60 damage. As Chrom's heavy shield blows off, and she steps back, and part of her armor that was protecting her, it's the extra armor, just like your character, drops a bit on her left side. Whatever that was, hurt a lot. What the hell? And that'll end their turn as they just move forward. Now it's back to you guys. Dom, what are you doing? Your character.
All right. I am going to. Let's see what enemies we are around. Is it the same ones that we had from the previous round? Turns.
He's down. We fight him. They're down. He moves forward. He moves forward. Lift him down. He's down now. And now he's turning this way. Llama, you're over here. You're right here. As you see all the explosions happening. There is this guy that was distracted by our fire. No, he actually got killed. He's down too. We got taken out by these guys.
Well, how many enemies left on the field that's near me?
You've seen those 3 that I told you about. You see the Dom flying up with the Black Ops commander, his Zaku 1, and his Zaku 2 that are right next to him, flying up the squad with all their bazookas ready, firing them towards you guys like a barrage.
Oh
They
boy.
hit my character severely, damaging her as she's trying to move forward. So she's about here now, trying
So
to
there's
cover
3 of them. Huh?
after being hit.
So the flying pilot? I'm gonna go for that one first.
This tank got blown up in the process as we were trying to go. You're standing about right around here where there's a little bit of cover. Llama tank is successfully blasted. GM has failed. No, the gun tank. The gun cannon, I mean. All right, so you see above you right here, you see 3 different mobile suits ahead of you. The Dom, Zaku 1, Zaku 2. The other ones have moved forward a bit, but
So Zaku 1, and Zaku 2 are in front of me.
yep, they're special ops ones. These are the Black Ops ones that technically we were using last session.
Hmm. All right. You gotta go with the one that has the extended whip or something, whatever that is. Is that a chain or something?
Wait, a what now?
The one on the left with the blue, with the long chain whip.
Oh yeah, that's one of the bosses. As it's jumping up onto a mountain area, it's further away, so it's harder to hit.
Okay, so we're not going for that one. Well,
He's a target though. You definitely hit, but that's later.
where's the other Zaku? Where's the other Zaku then?
The Dom and the two Zaku's are right in front of you. They're about 100 and something feet away,
Well, let's go for the dock then.
within range to fire at them, and plenty of firepower. You can do a full barrage if you want. It'll take your whole turn. It'll fire all your rounds though.
Oof. All right, well, full barrage could do it for it then.
All right, so you roll one attack with advantage. So you get to roll 2d20s, and whatever one's the highest one you take, plus the attack modifier full barrage will be a plus 12. So 12
Hmm.
plus whatever highest d20 you roll for advantage.
Nat 20. Oh wow.
All right,
The
so
other number was, the other one I rolled was a 12.
and you sweep across the front of it. Let's roll this for you. Wow, 24 plus 15. It's
39.
30 for this. So you did a 39 for damage across the field, hitting all of them. Plus the nat 20, so it's double damage.
Hmm.
Right. So 78. You wow.
Hey,
Okay. For the Zaku 1, you get to do how do you want to do this? Zaku 2 is damaged severely but not dead. And the Dom is severely damaged but not dead. But explain to me how you destroy the Zaku 1 as you do the sweeping barrage with all your guns.
So Gianna rushes in for the attack to do a barrage. She swiftly activate the barrage, activate a barrage ability of the weapons to attack them. As she attacks, was it Zaku 1 or 2 that you said was down?
Yep, the Zaku 1. You took out the Zaku 1. It's the lower model.
As all the barrage of attacks has hit, the pilot is severely damaged, while Zaku 1 unfortunately has been taken down. Watching exploding as swiftly the blast comes straight for him, and the last blast goes directly into piercing through the machine as it slowly explodes. As one of the missiles goes through it like it's an exit wound, and as it goes through it, that's when electricity cracks and the Gundam explodes and the Zaku explodes.
All right. So that one gets taken down. You still have
Hey,
your
I'm gonna
sniper
head
bot.
out, guys.
All right, Llama. You have a good one.
Figure.
Damn it, Llama.
Reporting. Zaku 1 has been destroyed. Repeat, Zaku 1 has been destroyed. Is everyone okay out there?
Oh, yeah. Yes, I see there's a bunch coming. Thank you for taking that one. I'll get the Zaku too. And she loads up her gun.
Copy that. What about Gabriel and Jake? Are they okay?
We'll find out. Gabriel, it's your turn. What do you say when you hear that in your radio? For Thunderbase.
Okay, so there's still one to go.
Zaku 2 and I believe the flying pilot is still there, but the flying pilot is severely hurt.
Oh, yeah, they're hitting you guys hard. You guys are fighting back.
Go after the Zaku too.
All right, fire away.
I'm firing my second bazooka shot at it.
All right.
A 19 plus 10, 29.
You hit. It's a 15 plus for damage for the D20.
Okay. $13 plus 15.
All right. So, how do you want to do this for the Zaku 2?
Ooh, here we go.
Another bazooka shot.
That sounds like my cup of tea.
You see this bazooka round fly past trees, hit right to the other one, blow it up. You see the Dom mech run up first, acting all tough, looking to his left, looking to his right, like, yeah, I got a team. What? And then it looks to his left again. One blows up, looks to his right, the other one blows up. And he's like, wait, I'm all alone.
Oh, you in trouble now.
That was just your first shot. You still got one more shot.
Uh-oh.
And then, is that the only one left?
Oh, there's still a few in ahead of you. There's the Psycho, Zaku, and the Red Comet heading towards you guys right now.
I'm gonna fire at
Two
the
others.
Oh,
Fire at one of them. Which one are you firing at? The Comet or the Zaku?
the Zaku.
All right, the Psycho Zaku it is.
It's a nat
Fire.
20.
A dirty 20 misses.
No, nat 20.
Oh, nat 20 definitely hits. That's a 30 right there. How you hitting? Like, what are you hitting him with? You said with the bazooka.
Mhm.
All right, you're doing 15 plus, and then whatever that is doubled.
18.
36.
It's 30, 33. So
30,
18 plus 15,
33.
33, and then that's going to turn into a 66.
Ooh.
The Psycho Zaku just gets severely damaged, just smashes right to the ground, almost taken down in the first hit when it was trying to
Nice
glide
plant.
forward.
Nice plant.
Not dead, but severely hurt and surprised as hell.
Nice
Now,
plant.
you can choose to skip reloading your bazooka and use your beam rifle or your Vulcans, or you can just reload your bazooka.
I'm gonna just reload.
All right, reload. That'll end your turn.
Mm-hmm.
He's
all
saving
right.
that boom boom for later.
All right, next on the list is Chris
Oh.
with a
All
Jacoby
he says though is just that's one hot potato.
Jacob Wallaby. Facing your brother, he has your one arm pinned down with the electro whip as he's fried you, as he's trying to hit you with the minigun arm like a drill right now.
And you forget one thing. It's like, brother, you forget this one thing with my model. I have a minigun in my chest. I open fire with the machine gun in my chest. At point blank, right at the cockpit.
I
He
swear.
rolls for a dexterity save, but rolls 2 3s for a critical, and just barely moves out of the way as it hits his damage to his chest, but it doesn't hit the cockpit, and just grinds past a bit as he's just shaking up in his suit, going, "Oh, that's smart. Well, I still got you." Yes, he's going to do a retaliation as you try to do that, and tries to knee you, doing a 27 to hit as he knees you in the side of your mech for 15 points of bludgeoning damage to your mech. As your mech pulls back, what do you do for your next action?
Well, now it's pulled back out of his range. I'm going to take my beam rifle that's no longer in his hand and aim right at his head.
All right, so you need back, and you pull back. You pull up from your left arm and pull out your beam rifle and point it at the Zaku Goof, or the Goof Customs head. Well, roll for attack and see if you hit.
26, 14 plus 12.
You do hit. All right, explain to me how you destroy the Goof's head, where it only has a chest camera now.
As he kneed me in the side, I pull back, knowing I look over and see my arms free. I quickly whip up my arms, like, bad move, brother, and I shoot him right in the face.
As he kneed you, opening you up to pull and fire as you're falling back a bit, pulling out your rifle, blasting the head off the Goof. The goof itself still functional, but harder to see now. As you get in comms going, you think it's not. You think I just because I have like a disadvantage means I can't still whoop your ass like I used to back in the day? I'll show you right now. As he goes for his retaliation strike and misses the dirty 20 as he tries to fire his minigun again, but because of his disadvantage, he fires past you, hitting part of the guard wall. But is there anything you say before you end your turn?
Tell that I'm out of the way. It's like if any units are bought nearby, shoot the bastard.
This is between you and me. I think they know that. All right, as Chrome looks up and sees the Dom. Okay, whatever. As she raises her arms up, and the armaments pop up, dual miniguns. This is the first shot with a 19. Second shot, a 15, 25. Okay, so 15 plus 10. So she does 30 points of damage, unloading both her rattlers on her arms, just waving up onto the Dom. Dom severely damaged, almost about to go. And I'm going to use my reload action instead to use my Vulcans. Fire those off of my head. A nat 1, I completely miss and just hit the wall. And it just covers my view of sight for next turn. Oh, great. Now I can't even see. That ends her turn. It is now the Almighty Llama's turn. As he is left, I will NPC him. He is still down, aiming, raising up his shield, holding his bazooka up. He fires off again, hitting the Comet Zaku with a 23 to hit, doing 30 points of damage with explosive damage, 15 plus 15. Fires again with a 23 to hit again, doing a 14 plus 15, 29 damage. Taking down the Red Comet, but not killing him yet as it gets back up. He uses his last armorants of his Vulcans to fire with a 14 plus 10, 24 to hit. As he hits, he uses the lower dice for damage. 10 points of minigun fire from the top of his Vulcans. Gun cannon fires. Nat 1. Completely missing, just grazing the field and hitting one of our landmines, destroying it. The other one is a 19 plus 10, hitting against this Red Comet, blasting it, hitting it with a 20 points of damage, actually destroying it. How do you want to do this? As you see it ignite up and blow up as the first one blows up. The Psycho one flies past. Gun cannon fires. 17 plus 10 hits. 27. And then a 19 plus 10 hits with the barrage at front with the gun arms, and then shoots the twin cannons. Twin cannons, 12 points per, so 24. And then the guns, only 11 points apiece. So 22. As the Psycho Gundam gets fully erupt and blown up in front of you guys, this big wave of ammo from Llama's squad blasts around all of it. All you hear is just flames according, realizing that his squad is actually pretty good. Now that ends Llama's whole turn. Goes to the NPCs of my guy. 11 plus, that's a 21. Attacks the Zegok, hits the Zegok, doing 26 points of damage. Attacking again with his beam sword. 23 to hit, doing 27 points of slashing damage with the beam sword, severely damaging the Zegok, cutting off one arm. As you all hear before they attack in their turn, our ship for cargo raises up and gets on the tracks. You see it with his beam cannons up top and machine guns at the bottom, as it looks right down and fires down with this first shot right at the Zegok. 17 plus 10, a 27 to hit. It's a hit. Doing... don't get jammed. All right, 19 plus 10, so a 29 damage. Just ripping apart the rest of the Seagok as you see it explode in front of all of us. And you hear from them going, guys, we're almost ready to lift off. Just hold out just a little longer. We're getting the thrusters ready.
I radio back. Forget the damn safety checks. Lift off. Fastest one. You settle down. They get ready. Now they get to move forward. This one comes off the team. This one runs up to the garage from the front, trying to help out.
Okay, so Dom, you're first one to be attacked as you see one running at you. Missing, wow. 15 to hit, completely missing the first hit. Second hit, 28 to hit. As he tries to swing and fire these missile pods at you, they hit the ground and miss you. You see this beam sword hit and clash and slash against your shield and damaging your armor, and giving you 20 points of damage to your mech. And it misses its next attack, though. After that, it goes for one more swing. Wow, double 19, so critical. He hits, doing 22, turns to 44 damage, cutting down your shield that was blocking in your left side, damaging the double-armed bazooka you had.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll end his turn. The next one that goes is... What was that one? Okay, yeah. Beam rifle. Thunderbase, you get hit with a 27 to hit. Doing...
Okay. How do you determine AC?
Your AC is your character's AC plus 5.
Okay, mine's 18.
All right, yeah, the 23 and this was a 27 to hit you. So you get hit with a 21 points to your mech. And one more shot that's going to go to Llama. Never mind, it hit with a 2. Missing and hitting the shield. You see big giant beam cannons beam past. Hitting Chrome, the 23 for the first shot. And her stepping back, giving her 30 points of damage to the beam. Taking off the chest armor of Chrome as she hits over. But the second shot is a nat 1. As it fires its next shot, as you see the cannons of this dog that has railguns in the back, one just ignites and blows up on it, taking severe damage of this 30 plus damage on top of that. That ends their turn as the last guy shoots his missiles and fires them off at the base and does hit. Nat 20. Oh no. 26 points times 2. Okay, so 54. As the base itself just erupts on fire, as the tracks are shaking a little bit as the jet's getting ready to launch off. But now it's back to your turn. Dom, you are up first. What is Gianna Valentine doing? as you're standing there and you see this mech in front of you with the sword and shield and attacks you.
I'm going for the attack with that thing.
All right, go for the attack.
Let's see what I get for hit.
All right, this is the last turn before the ship flies off. We have to make sure with
16.
the
I
action.
rolled a 16.
Okay, 16 plus 10, 26. So you hit
All
as
right.
he's swinging a sword and shield at you. What are
And
you
I'm
hitting?
I'm gonna start with the bazooka this time.
All right, so you got your shoulder cannon bazooka just aims down. Or are you doing a double arm bazooka?
17.
All right, so it's 17 plus 15.
32.
32. No, 33. No, I'm wrong. You're right. 32. 32 points of damage explode and erupt off him. You see his left arm shield explode and blow off as it tries to do a retaliation attack to you.
Hmm.
A 17 hit. No, he misses. As he swings and misses. All right, you still have one more attack before you end your turn and reload, or you do use all your variants of attack methods and then just be out and have to reload partially next turn.
All right, I'm gonna go for the next one. I'm gonna use the rifle.
All right, you pulling out the beam rifle. I thought
Mhm.
you're already out.
A 16.
All right, so you raise up your other arm and you fire with your beam rifle. A 16 plus 10, turning into a 26, hitting it. You do how much damage? It's going to be a plus 12 with a d20.
19.
19. 19 plus 12.
31.
So 31 damage. As you strike across it, you see it completely damaged, and it's just barely hanging on now. Now you can do just another weapon attack, which from another gun, or you can reload for this turn. But this is probably going to be the final turn, so I would just go all out if I were you. That's me.
I'm gonna go with the last attack.
All right, you can with your Vulcan guns on top of your head. Then
Yes.
roll for an attack for me.
Another 19.
All right. Okay, so roll with a plus 10 for damage with a d20.
All right. Nat 20. Yeah, last roll thing was a nat 20. All right.
How do you want to do this? Is you cut down and gun down this mobile suit as he drops down? Do you hit a fellow?
Bombs the arm with the bazooka. Shoot directly with a swift from the beam rifle, and finally with an overhead cannon to finish the job. Jump in the air and blast. Not a big jump, but just a slight jump. And blast.
Okay. Okay. All right. Now your turn is done. It is now Gabriel's turn. Gabriel, for you. That one. Okay. So all that's left is you see Chris is fighting his brother, and then you look past and you see the Zaku 3 standing there, all armored up. Another one that's a different type. And you see him with his guard dog that has the rail guns. One of them's damaged though, and those are the two that are left side. And you guys have your team. You also have a ball protecting your ship right now before it gets ready to launch off, just in case someone pops a shot at it from the air. The GM,
I'm going to fire at the one further away.
the dog with the railgun.
You said it was just that and the one that Chris is fighting, right?
Yeah, that's the one that Chris is fighting is closer to you. Then there's the Zaku 3 that's a little further away. Then there's the
Yeah, that's the one I'm fighting.
all right. That's Zaku 3. All right, so fight off against that. Let me know. It's already been damaged from the attacks, but it's still pretty sturdy right now.
18 plus 10. 28.
28 to hit. All right. Now, which one? What are you hitting it with? The rocket launcher, the beam rifle?
Yeah, I'm still just Firing bazookas.
Bazooka rounds it is. You fire off 2 different rounds.
With 12.
Plus 15, 27 points of explosive damage. You see its left arm completely blow off and the armor around it.
Second shot is a 16 plus 10, 26.
26 does hit.
Oh, 20 plus 15, 35 points of damage.
So he misses when he tries to retaliate with a 13. As he tries to raise his gun to machine gun fire around, you hit right off the left arm and the right arm as it's now just a chest and core. You still have one more attack if you want to, but it could be with a different weapon.
Reload.
All right, reloading bazooka. All right, you can use that for a bonus action if need be.
Yeah, I fired twice already.
Yep. And then you have your mobile suit GM that was guarding the twin cannon jet that's taking the data. You can utilize that with his beam rifle that he has. It's a long distance gun to a medium distance.
I'll shoot that one.
You know what?
I'll do that.
All right, so you fire out at it. All right, you fire 1 round with your beam rifle.
A 14.
A what?
14 plus whatever it is.
It's a plus 10 for that.
So yeah, 14 plus 10, 24.
All right, so 24 does hit. And damage for this, for the basic beam rifle, is a plus 10. So it's plus 10 d20.
13 plus 10, 23.
All right. So how do you want to do this as this final round hits through? As it's running past, you blast with your 1 mobile suit, and its arms blow off, and it's still running at you guys.
The final round's going towards the cockpit.
You see this big heated round just right through the cockpit. You see it just stop in its tracks, and then drop to its knees and fall forward, and then just blow up. All right, that'll end your turn for your team, as your ball is still protecting the ship.
Yep.
Now it is Chris's turn with Jacob Wallaby for Dark Trooper. What are you doing for you, Dark Trooper? As you're still fighting your brother's character, his mobile suit's mostly down, but it's still putting up a fight, as it's headless right now, so he has disadvantage with his attacks.
Trying to think what else I could do. I take my shield and stab it into his arm joint at the shoulder right here.
All right. Roll a strength check for me. Nice.
Yeah, one more. 14. 10 plus 4.
You stab in, and he beats you though with a 12 plus 4. Shrugs it and goes for an attack at your head of your Gundam. The nat 20 doing 23 points of damage times 2, so 46 points. You see your cameras of your main mobile suit just get crushed and smashed as he just clocks and hits it really hard and grabs it with the arm as you're trying to rip it off, and has the other arm trying to hold your arm down. You still have 1 free arm left, as he's using one to grab your head of your Gundam and the other one to hold down your right arm. You still have your left arm free.
Which one has the rifle in it?
Your left arm. Your right arm is the one that had the bazooka that's being held down right now.
I drop my beam rifle, reach down to my thigh, grab my beam saber, and just stab right up into him.
All right. Roll a acrobatics or athletics to see if you react fast enough for this.
28, 12 plus 20, 16.
All right. So roll for an attack for me as he's holding down. You see the camera being mostly covered up by a mobile hand, and the other arm being held down, and it's telling you that the arm's about to get ripped off, and there's blinking all around. You shift down your left controller to your mobile suit, grabbing at this beam saber, and grab it and put it right up in front of his cockpit to ignite. How much damage are you doing?
I got 9 plus 12, 21.
How do you want to do this? As you end off your twin brother in the story's mobile combat with each other as Civil War brothers.
I got
What is the last thing you say?
I said goodbye, brother.
As he says goodbye, goodbye for what? As he says that, he sees the heat raising up in the cockpit. He's like, oh no! He gets cooked right in the middle as a beam sword beams right through and disintegrates him. You see this big beam cutting right through the mech, and as you turn it off, finally it just drops and explodes in front of you. That'll end your turn. Unless you're using your Vulcans to attack anything within distance. And the only thing you can do right now is your right arm is still recuperating from the damage, and then your left arm just fired. Or attacked with a sword. You're not within distance to run at anybody right now. So you can use your Vulcans on your chest or your the ones on your head.
The ones on my chest, because the head would probably be damaged.
Yeah, they are. They're bent right now.
So
Oh, yeah, the one-
basically blow up my head. I'll use the one on my chest.
All right, fire. Where you? It's right there. Okay. You got the dog mobile suit and the Zaku 3 both sitting there fighting still on that side of you.
Now I'll use the dog mobile suit.
Oh no, Thunderbase killed that one. So you got the dog one left. Yeah, the dog one's left. The other one's down.
Yeah, I'll hit the dog ones.
All right, so fire that one.
Double 12s, 24.
All right, so critical. So how much damage? You roll a what is your gun? Yeah, the chest. Okay, so yeah, it's a plus 10 with
13. I got a 13, so it's plus 10 is 23.
Yep, so 23 damage. As it was already damaged and blew up part of it, and then got hit by that barrage. It's actually a how do you want to do this to this thing?
Just make it simple. Just the bullets hit it and it blew up.
You hit it right where the charger pack was for the railguns, and it just made it blow up and just blow the rest of it up as a chain reaction. And you see it explode. And you realize that you have most of the airway cleared, except for one maybe threat. But your turn is done now, as it's now Crom's turn, as she goes. Let's see. Sees the big guy and starts firing at him. Oh, nice. Double 9, so critical. Hitting with 24, turning into 48 damage with the double arm miniguns. And then a nat 20 for the hit with the double arm miniguns again. And 26 times 2. So how do I want to do this? As you see the chem flare turn back and have his gun or his missiles ready to fire at the ship, you just see riddles of bullets hitting it. And then as it loses its balance and falls down the mountain, taking the rest into fall damage anyways, there's an extra 24 points, which was KO'd anyways. You see it hit the ground and explode around everybody. After that, it goes to Llama's turn, and Llama's turn, he goes, all clear, we'll cover you, go, go! And the rest of your guys just start doing a barrage, firing forward towards the trees, cutting down any mobile suits that are in between them. You see the ship finally launch off the rack that's still held together. You see the ball flying with it, protecting it as several missiles fly off from further distances, as Thunderbase protects it with that spare ball, as the ball does take 3 to 4 missiles before it gets downed. But it gives it enough for the main cargo ship to do boost and get out of the way and make it to the colony. As I roll for a percentage of the chance of dying, Nice. 38, so that's fine. It's 38% chance of them dying. They didn't. They succeeded. They fly past, making it to the colony, giving them these 5 or 6 unique mobile suits called the Team Meteor. And that will be left off for the rest of our team, as the rest of our team survived the combat and got sent home after the glorious events until the next battle. But that'll be next time for Rolling to Die. If not, I'm thinking next week might be actually the Nightmare Before Christmas episode. I'll have to see.
Hang on. Let me check the date.
But remember, we're done with your bullshit. It's a crazy clown world out there. To you all.
Yeah, it
you
will
all.
be.
Good night. Now, does everybody want to before we end this tonight?
Tune out Wednesday for our Chaotic Mind podcast. Tune in, be there or be square at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Thank you for joining us tonight, and hopefully you will all have a good time. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And be good people. Be smart. Be vigilant. Be good.
Anything for you to say, DJ Thunderbase? Any announcements or labels or anything you've dropped off recently?
Not at the moment.
Oh, right. At that note, I hope you all have a good one. The next episode will be probably a custom one of Nightmare Before Christmas. We'll find out. We'll let you know. And until then, remember, this was Rolling to Die, episode 145. This is our Gundam event. We do more custom shows depending on what we talk about. And goodbye. Hit it, DJ.
全然の自分の念という詩が構築する星の中に浮かんでいる人類は偉大なはずだけども待っている彼女もガンダムなのかなガンダムロック茎のベルを鳴らしてください飛行機に乗る観客は腕時計をした方がいいですよ竜を構える港を愛するこちらはガンダム2号機ガンダムこの船は決して弁解できないログイン全員が再始動について考えているこれは決して続くつもりではなかった過去から学べると思うかもしれませんがそれでここでクラクションが鳴りますデッキが開きましたチェックリストを見ると心が開かれた気分になる少し感動していないように見えるなら私単にじめて続きが嫌いなだけですこの船は決して弁解できないログイン全員が再始動について考えているこれは決して続くつもりではなかった過去から学べると思うかもしれませんがそれをいか父がトラスのクーポンを日程したところです巨大マグネトロンに費やした今私は未来を私たちに引き寄せることができます私はあなたを私の仲間だと考えていますガンダムこの船は決して分解できないログイン全員が再始動について考えているこれは決して続くつもりではなかった過去から学べると思うかもしれませんがそれとそう3でこの船は決して弁解できないログイン全員が再始動について考えている これは決して続くつもりではなかった過去から学べると思うかもしれませんが
It's a Gundam!